Okay. Last night can't sleep, girl keep calling me. She keep on calling me. Yeah. That was 6 lugs. Sorry. My bad. You hear me? My bad. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bucko's Locker. Coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify all new videos. All new videos that's posted on this channel. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. What the? Got stuff sitting everywhere. Thank you for joining. Keep supporting all the Bucs channels across Bucs media, social media platforms, whether you like them or not. Well, yeah. Man. Crazy. Let's see who we got. Who we got right now? Who we got? What we got here? Okay, wait. Who we got here? We got Jason in the building. We got Smitty. We got Jonathan Brutus. We got Who Dat for Life. We got Big Buck in the building. Were you asleep yesterday on the? Was you asleep yesterday? I think that was you, man. Because somebody said somebody was snoring. I don't know who it was. I'm gonna find out who that was. Somebody was snoring yesterday. I had to put him on mute. I don't know who it was, but somebody was snoring. King Cook, what's up, man? Brent, Buccaneers for Life, Damien. Oh, I mean, I got some stuff in the closet. I mean, I just don't wear it, you know. I'm a laid back guy. I don't wear all that crazy stuff, you know. But I'm pretty cool, man. You know, I don't bother nobody. What the? I said Tahoe, not Suburban. Bourbon and I'm swerving. Let's get it in, folks. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Pick me up, down. Y'all know what it is. Yeah. So, am I doing any streams on Saturday and Sunday? I don't know. Probably not. Bucks gang, Grislow, Haitian boy 407, Adonis. What's up, man? What's up, Adonis? You good? You straight, man? You tired? What in the? Yeah, just trying to find, you know, shopping for brake parts for my truck. You know, you gotta make sure you search everything on most of the stuff, because you know I need, like, I'm doing a whole brake job, front and back. 98 Chevy Tahoe OBS, the box Chevy, the box Tahoe, the one that everybody want. I'm doing front and back, front brakes and back brakes. You know, that's calipers, rotors, the wheel bearing, brake pads, the drum, the shoes. You know, replace the hardware inside, the wheel cylinder. So that's like a lot of stuff I got to get. Yes, I do work on vehicles. I'm versatile, folks. I'm very versatile. But I'm not going to do the brake job myself. I'm going to send it over to a shop because I don't feel like doing it. I don't have the space to do a brake job. Oh, no, not Amazon. You know. So what's up, Grislow? So I'm not gonna buy brakes off of Amazon. No, that's you do not do that. That's not Amazon. You got to go to, you know, 1A auto and carpart.com and Park Geeks and stuff like that. GM Parks and stuff like that. Can I do it? Yeah, folks. I don't just talk football. There's more to me than meets the eye. Old Transformer saying. You know what I'm saying? It's about Transformers. What's up, Alpha Nickelberry? William Magazine, what's up, man? Mr. Smitty, what you doing? Are you gonna be at the game? Oh no. Yeah, there's more to me than meets the eye. You know, I like anime. You know, I like auto stuff. You know, tech stuff, video games. You know, I can cook. You know, I take care of my daughter. Yeah, you know, I'm at peace. I'm happy. You know, I'm very versatile. I'm an asset. I am an asset, not a liability. Trust me. There's a big difference in people. People got to understand. People got to understand. Become an asset, not a liability. Folks, please understand that. Have some usefulness in society. Right. That is true. You can't do that, big bucks. Get the price from a website and then tell the dealership, hey, I got this price. But they want to do the runaround stuff, man. They want to play the back and forth game, the semantics and all that. That's why I don't like doing that with the dealership, like trying to get a price from somewhere and then going to the dealership, because now they're gonna have to ask you 21 questions. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to deal with the dealership. Dealership be acting too funny. I don't buy nothing from the dealership. No way. I got a Chevy, I'm trying to get a bow tie from the front and back, chrome, polished or whatever, or do it myself. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to it. So the topic for today is how much pressure is on the Bucs defense. We talked about the Bucs offense, right? Scoring 18 points, 18 or more points. I wouldn't just say 18 points, but more than 18 points. So that's 19, 20, 21. Yeah. So, or can they score 18 points? But we went through that yesterday, and we talked about, and the day before, we talked about Byron Leftwich, right? For the most part, because the main topic is, we're gonna always stay on main topic. I know we get sidetracked and you want to talk about other parts of the game, but why do that all in one video when I could just break them all up? That's why yesterday I was trying to keep everybody in line as far as the topic. We kind of got off topic a few times, and I let it go because it happens. But I always centered everything around the main topic. Let's bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to talk about everything in one video. I want to space it out, give everybody a chance to focus on an area, because as you can see, yesterday people was bringing up the defense, and this and that. It's like, yeah, we'll get to that. Now today, we'll talk about the defense. How much pressure is on the defense? Todd Bowles leading the charge, Casey Rogers, Larry Foote and company, all that stuff like that. So I'm going to kick it off right away. Let's get right to the locker room, because I've done enough talking for the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. I've done enough talking about football. And, like yesterday, I did a lot of listening. And, only time I try to really chime in is when things kind of get crazy or things getting too far off the subject. You know what I'm saying? So I'll do the same today. I'll let y'all do the most of the talking, and if things get out, too far left from the topic, I'll insert myself and say, hey, the question is, but great energy yesterday. Let's have a great show today. So let's get to it. The link will be in the description box in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here you go. I'm trying to learn how to work on shoes, refurbished shoes, I'm trying to work on that too. Trying to get versatile, man. Like, I might learn how to sew, sew some clothes and stitchings and stuff like that. I'm not saying I'm a frugal. I'm not a frivolous spender. I could be tight. I could be tight with my bread, but I think long term. I don't think right now. What's the deal, man? What's up, man?
What's up with you, boss?
That was you snowing?
Hell yeah, I was tired of shit yesterday. Excuse my language. Little boy came in there like I was in the room, and he came in there laid down and he started sleeping and I was just listening. Then I know I done dozed off. Then I woke up. I was like, dang, these cats still online. I said, man, let me get off and go to sleep. Because I was just tired yesterday, but I got my coffee, so I'm good to run with y'all today. But
okay, good. We had a great show yesterday, man.
I love the energy yesterday. But to your point, I know the topic you're saying that is the defense. As far as like you saying how much pressure is on the defense. I look at it like this. I mean, I don't want to go back to yesterday, but I think it's actually more pressure on the defense than it is the offense. And just hear me out, because in the games what games truly have we scored over 18 points without the defense getting a turnover in good field position or possible or get a fourth down stop? Like I think that's going to be very, very, very important for this game in order for us to reach 18 and a half or more points. In my opinion, like if you get a turnover, we have to capitalize on that if we're on the other side of the 50, or even possibly get defensive score. So I believe it's more pressure on them, but I think the defense will rise to the occasion. Be it that, our defense has played pretty good, but what the offense has done, it's been overshadowing, like you said yesterday. Like the defense play at times has been overshadowed how good their play has been. But I do think a lot of pressure's on them just because of the basis that Dallas is going to try to be a run-first team. And can we just put to bed, hey, we can get back to stopping the run? We haven't been consistent like we accustomed to the last couple of years, how they stopped the run. So I think that's going to be a big challenge. I think that's going to be the number one challenge, make Dallas one-dimensional and take that running game away. But I also get where everybody's coming from, saying that Tony Pollard and Ezekiel can be a nightmare matchup if they get going. So I mean, like I said, I think there's more pressure on the defense than the offense, but but I'm not saying that's a bad thing though. So that's just my 2 cents right now. I mean, I didn't see the injury report today, but I think I'm just curious, like with the cornerback situation, like how you gonna match up, like when CeeDee Lamb goes to Davis's side, and is it just gonna be straight press? I kind of want to see Jamel Dean more impressed, because I don't think he's more of an off play corner, zone corner. Him and Carlton Davis is kind of the same to me. They like to press. They just that's what I always was accustomed to watching them play. They press good, but if you beat them off the line, it's a nightmare. Because Davis don't have that catch-up speed, in my opinion. I think it's just, if we can get pressure, that's a whole nother conversation. So
I say like this. That's a part of the, as far as the conversation on the pressure on the defense. This is the defense in general. So let me help you out as far as the injuries on defense, right? And you mentioned that, so I'll help you out on that one. Mike Edwards, as of 8:04, hamstring probable. But he's expected to suit up though. It's one of those lingering things. Carlton Davis, as of 8:03, shoulder probable. But he's gonna play, obviously. So these guys are still nicked up, right? And let's see who else.
Bill's still nicked up. Like I know he played, then took a week off with calf muscle.
Logan Ryan, knee questionable. He had a cast on his calf or something like that. He's questionable. So these guys are still nicked up. These guys are still nicked up. Can you believe that?
No, I mean I can believe that. I mean, it's the end of the day. I think everybody is dealing with some form of a soreness or injury or something. I mean, it's just that far into the year. You're playing nicked up. Like I'm just hoping it's not to a point where you're so nicked up it affects your play to an extent, but you can play through the injury. That's what I'm hoping for the best. I mean, it's what's buddy name?
Carl Nassib. It's probable with a pectoral injury.
Yeah, but why for some reason I thought they put him on IR for some reason. I know he missed the last 3 games. I thought they put him on. I thought he had got put on IR.
Yeah, and those of you that's familiar with the pectoral muscle.
Yeah, that's a serious injury, you know.
Especially for a defensive end, defensive lineman, you gotta extend. So you're using your muscles in your chest, you push that left tackle, right tackle back, and it hurts. If you ever had an injury up in here somewhere, anywhere up in here, man, it affects your whole body. It affects your whole body.
Brick moves, all that shit.
Yeah, because swim. You're trying to swim, you gotta bring it up, and then that's like they take those cortisone shots, they hit them with that before the game or something like that. Numb them. They gotta numb those guys. It only lasts but so long, but you play through injuries at this point of the season, like you said, Big Bucks. At this point of the season, it's do or die. You gotta suck it up.
But it's some guys, but I guess we talk about it, but we never see it. It's how our D-line rotates. To y'all, do y'all think that's the right rotate? Well, how can I put this?
We ain't got much.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to think how to put this. Like, when we rotate in or how we play guys in specific situations or downs, or so to speak, we all want to see the younger guys out there. Like, we want to see Logan Hall. Like, what is going on in practice for William Golston to continue to constantly get snaps? Like,
King Cook, you want to take that King Cook? Because I got too much to say on that.
It ain't got to be that much. Like, but what is it that is it something in practice that's going on that we're not seeing that he's limited on snaps? Because I feel like, to me, it don't laugh at the comparison, but I feel like William Golston and Logan Hall is compared to Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love. Like, you've been there for 3 years. You mean tell me you can't see the field? Like, are you not picking it up? And you're a quarterback. I mean, just off last year, Aaron Rodgers, you thought he was done for good, and then they go give him some more money, and they did the same thing with William Golston, and you drafted a D lineman in the second round. I mean, I get you want the veteran presence, but I thought being a second round pick by the end of the year, even though we were in the playoffs and stuff, I thought he would at least took majority. Well, I ain't gonna say majority, at least half of his snaps away. I mean, you would think by then, unless he's just not getting it.
I mean, if we're keeping politics out of it, then maybe he's just not showing up in.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
I said, hold on, right quick.
I see where you're going with this too. I'm with him too, because it's like, damn, man,
like, are you? I mean, I don't want to say. I think I know what y'all want to say, but I don't want to put it out there and make y'all think that that's what I'm saying.
Well,
like,
I'm saying as far as, but if we keep the politics out of it, right, and if we're just thinking about it from a basic level of guys just stepping up and taking over, you know what I'm saying? When you get your reps, you got to dominate your reps. You got to make plays. Obviously, if we're not seeing him get the reps that we want to see as a second round pick, maybe it's just not clear cut in Todd Bowles' eyes as to why he's taking over that position, and or like we were kind of talking about yesterday with the offense, maybe this is going to be the week that they feel that they're just going to unleash him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he might come out as the starter now and just unleash.
Well, see, this is like I feel you on that, and this is what I always look at it like. Golston has no pass rushing ability. This one, zero. Logan Ryan, he has a little bit. He got to have just a pinch, and I think that should justify more snaps. But on the other hand, I never really expect a rookie D lineman or edge rusher. I don't really expect much out of them that first year, but year two, I expect them to hit the ground running more than anything, because that's usually when you see them make that step, take off in year two. I mean, but I thought he could, I'm saying just in year one, just on his I'm thinking on his pass rushing ability alone, that was enough to take away snaps from Will Golston. Because it's just like in certain pass rush situations, you don't see neither one out there. Like you see Nelson, Joe Tryon, Villave or Nacho, and you see obviously Akeem Hicks because he's back. I mean, you would think you would put like I wouldn't say a NASCAR package, but like you could put like a little bit of speed undersized in a certain package, like a nickel or dime package,
Maybe we might get that this week.
And like you always say, what in 18-week season have you seen that makes you believe that?
And that's why I said, and or maybe we'll see something different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's
I
gonna be
feel that, but I
equal.
gotta lean towards. I mean, at this point, like Bucko said, we are what we are
Right.
at this point. But would I like to see something different or be creative? Yeah, but I'm I don't, I really don't know, but I don't
Hey,
want to get off topic.
I,
I want to keep it
yeah,
to defense,
I would I
I
would like
would
to
like.
see Vita Vea not sucking as much wind on that sideline. I do want to see him, putting a little bit more of that maximum effort now that it's the playoffs and stop with this. He's getting in for a few series and then he kind of just gets lost in the game.
Yeah, he get
Me,
ghosts. Like he don't
yeah,
have no impact like he used. Like
Right.
I mean, when he came back
We're
the
really
Super
gonna
Bowl
need
run,
that
it was perfect
impact
how
from
they
Vita.
used him. I mean, they gave him the bag. Like okay, it's
Yeah.
time to let's see what you got now. They pay you a nice piece of change.
can we also get SMB in the slot, please? Because I don't like what's his name, um, the
Jamal
safety.
Dean,
No, the
Edward,
safety.
Oh, we talking about Winfield?
Winfield Jr.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't like him in the slot. That he's not a corner. I mean, I'm sure he's probably there because he has a high football IQ, and that's good for like zone defense. But when we go in man on third and long, this dude gets cooked. Like I feel like
I think.
SMB, at least SMB showed us something that Super Bowl run in the playoffs where he was pretty good in the slot. So I'd rather him play there.
I mean, but Winfield, I think it's just like it just depends on the matchup. Because like sometimes he plays it good, but then when they figure out they can get the matchup, like if
Hmm.
if he plays the nickel and then somehow they go to a formation where CD Lamb is in the slot and he's playing nickel, okay, yeah, they're gonna attack straight there. Like
Right.
I
Yeah,
already know
yeah,
that's
and that's why I say that because
yeah.
we're not the type of team that a corner follows the receiver. So when
No,
they when it's third and 5, for example, and they put CD in the slot, they're going after Winfield.
yeah.
Like and he will get open on that dude 10 out of 10 times.
But
But
honestly though, bro, I'm not mad at Winfield Jr. in the slot. I would rather have, if we were to have Winfield drop back. I don't like Mike Edwards back there in the back in coverage.
I mean, it's either him or number 22. So pick your poison.
I
I
go with Mike. I would go with Mike.
too.
Neil, I know he can hit, but his coverage just
Right, the coverage is
the
what
coverage
hurts
just
us the
it
most
is like
though.
He take a lot of. That's why he gets so many picks. He take a lot of risks. I guess you
who
could say
who
that.
who
But yeah, Edwards.
It was dropped too
But
many picks. I mean, he finally started catching them the last couple of years. Because think about it,
hmm
he started as a rookie, and look how many interceptions he got. They was thrown right to him.
Right, and
Um,
plus he was getting a lot of those picks with Winfield Jr. back there beside him too though.
I mean, I understand, but I feel like Logan Ryan and him is the best combination at safety.
Yeah,
If
for sure.
unless yeah, because Winfield is a weird safety. He's kind of little for like a strong safety,
well, see
and
that,
he's not really quick enough to be a free safety.
but I'm saying though, if he's back in the safety in certain formations and coverages, would you
Hmm.
prefer him back at safety or in the nickel? Because like I said, if he matches up with a tight end, you're gonna be sitting there like, I mean, can he keep?
Okay, yeah, I'd rather him start as safety than play nickel.
Uh,
Yeah.
Well, to answer Bucko's question, our defense definitely is gonna be having the most pressure. I feel because they have been the most consistent and the most dominant all year long. So now that things are heightened and like you said, the moments are more critical and more tight, we're gonna need them to create hella turnovers. Get that ball back, continue to get those stops, shut that run game down. Because going into this game, I'm not worried about shutting that run down. What I mean? Zeke and Pollard, yes, they are good backs, but I believe we do have a good enough defense to kind of keep that in check, so to speak.
I just want them. To me personally, they can run the ball all day, but as long as we get off the field on third down, that's going to
Right.
be the biggest thing. Just get off the field on third down.
And,
You
spe-
know,
and
you know.
specifically, it's gonna be the Anthony Nelsons the Hakeem Hicks, the Vita Veas, them three guys on the offensive line to me are gonna have to play out of their minds. I mean, Joe Tryon, I think he's been doing a great job. For what we're getting out of him.
Yeah,
He does get
I
lost
think
sometimes,
another.
but
I
you
think
kind of
he'll
see the
really
growth.
take off next year.
But Hicks, Vita, and with Nelson these last couple of weeks, kind of showing us he can give us a little something. We need those three guys to play out of their mindset.
Oh yeah, you got to. Now, do you? Let me ask all three of you guys. How do you guys feel with Joe Tryon against the run? Do y'all feel that he can set the edge, or it's just no, this ain't it? Because
I mean,
sometimes he makes plays, but then when he needs to set the edge, sometimes he misses out, and I'm just
right.
like,
But
What up? What up?
I think overall was good, bro.
what's up?
I think overall he's doing a good job. But like
Yeah,
you said, there are times where he kind of gets lost out there. You know what I mean? He's out of position or whatever the case may be.
I
yeah.
mean, it's
Our
not.
run defense overall has been good the last couple of weeks, and you
Yeah,
gotta give credit to Keem Hicks too. So he's
yeah.
been
Right.
solid.
I mean, but is that credit because Akeem Hicks has come back? I mean, or is it because I can't believe I'm saying this, but it was a few years back. But William Golston, he was your best run stopper. Like you knew he could set the edge. I can't believe I just said that. But I mean, that's what they re-signed him for when they gave him that big old contract a few years ago.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
he could set the edge, but he don't. Because he was big, but he can't set the edge no more. I know he's gotten older, but that's the only reason I could think you keep him. But I'm just like, it's a pass happy league, and like it's like, dude, you would develop no
Nah, we got
passing
nah.
skill.
This is to me. This should be the last ride for Ghostin.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
with us at least, because we
I
got to
mean,
get
go ahead.
we got to get shorter in the tube up front, man. We got to get more explosive. Long run speaking, obviously.
Mhm.
We got to get bigger. We got to get faster, stronger, younger. You know what I mean? Like again, you look at all the top tier teams who are going to be contending in these playoffs. You look at their D line.
Young.
They're going to have young studs. You know what I'm saying? We need to get in that mode, and then not only they got the young studs up front. When they're subbing in those dudes coming off the sidelines, them dudes is making plays too.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, for the most part, I really think that, like you said, those 3D linemen, they're gonna have to play out of their mind.
Yeah.
But I also feel like this too. You cannot let Dallas interior offensive linemen get to the second level.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
we can't let them get hands on Devin or Levante. If one of them can just roam free, it'll. I think if Levante doesn't get touched, he'll have a humongous game.
And
I
plus,
really do believe.
Devin got to get in. He got to get home on the blitz. He can't get lost all up in the wash, man. I mean,
Or go like into a block just because he wants to, because he be doing that sometimes.
right? He got to.
He'd be
I mean,
forcing
but I'm saying
himself
that's
into a
Cause
block.
that. We got to get Dak outside of that pocket. We got to get him scrambling on the move. We got to do all that. So everybody's got to play their part on that defense, man. No time to slack.
Yeah, but like I said, as far I think, like you said, Devin, he can have a huge game too, but he can't let that center come. Like it's been too many times we've seen this year that center just get his hands on him and it's a wrap. Like we'll see him get drove down the field. I mean, this go back to the beginning of the year.
Yes.
So I mean, I think a lot of pressure is gonna be on Devin too, because you going into your fifth year of your option, and then you just saw what's the dude name?
Roquan? Yeah, that contract is insane.
You know,
and he wants that money. That's the money he wants.
Look how much impact he made on the defense. So, Roquan, that is.
We should see Devin White play out of his mind if he wants that contract. Right?
That's what I'm saying. With it, like he gotta step up and take over. He's our blitzer. He's our guy. We know when we send that linebacker blitz, he's coming up the middle. He's got to find a way to not get lost in the wash. He's got to find a way to get back there and cause that pressure, dog. Because we're gonna have to manufacture it somehow. Because obviously we just can't get it with the front forward. Yeah. But
I mean, that's nothing new. I mean, we've been saying that for years. Like, we gonna get pressure with 4. Like we haven't seen that.
But the one thing I will say that is a plus the last 2 weeks is seeing Anthony Nelson just come alive. I know there's just certain plays, he's splashing in JTS.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't agree. I don't disagree with you. Like he's really, he's stepped this game up.
Yeah.
And getting pressure. I mean, I'll say low key he's been doing that a lot. Low key I don't think he gets the credit enough as he should. But low key he's getting home more than what we see if you really sit down. Like it may not be a sack, but pressures and hurries. He's done it a lot more than what we tend to notice, I think.
Right.
And
Vita Vea, man. I mean, he got to stay off that sideline, man. I mean, I've been seeing it all season long, man. I know at certain points he's been hurt, but even when he wasn't hurt, man, he got that money and it just
never in on third down either. He's like never
I
in on third down.
Seeing it, bro. He's got to step up.
I mean, and then like you said, bro, what the heck we expect Nacho to do? I mean,
nothing.
I mean, on the obvious, like think about this. How do you guys like on the obvious passing down? Let's say it's 3rd and 12. How do you guys feel when they line that 4 up and rush? Like, how do you feel? Like, are we gonna get any pressure, or he gonna have time to sit back in the pocket and go through a progression or two? Like, how do you guys feel when you see that?
If we're 3rd and long, most times we're either gonna blitz Devin or he's gonna play spy on the quarterback.
I hate when they play on 3rd and long.
Somebody got to try to get home. Somebody from that front 4 got to get home.
I mean, because it's starting to get where, like, it's 3rd and long. You're going to see both him and Levante walk up in them 2 A gaps, and one going to back out. The other one is going to go.
Exactly. And most likely, we're going to have Levante guarding Schultz, their tight end. You know what I mean? Because somebody going to have to be on Schultz. Because if not, he's just going to eat us up all game. You know what I mean?
As long as Devin White ain't cover it, I'm fine.
That's what I'm saying. So
do y'all feel comfortable? Like, say they don't blitz him on 3rd and long, they just say, "Hey, manhandle the middle zone." Do y'all trust him enough in that situation? Just for those, because Dallas like to run a lot of crossing routes. Can he do that, or we haven't seen enough? Yeah.
No, I don't trust Devin in coverage at all. He has shown me nothing to trust him in coverage.
You got to put him back in coverage on some plays. Like you can't just blitz.
You can, but I don't trust him.
Right. I'm just saying, just because Dallas like to run those little shallow crossings with CD Lamb, like on specific downs, like if you get a shot, like say it's 2nd and 12, like he's notorious for running like that little shallow to mid cross. Like if he drop and get the right depth, I think he should be capable of covering that. I didn't say he could. I just said I think he should be capable.
Yeah, but you know how Devin is, though. He
might get bored sitting in coverage.
Man, I think defense will be all right, though. I don't know. If anything, that just like I said,
offensively outside of Diggs, and he can be beat too. But their secondary, especially at the corner, they're like ravaged by injuries. So we should be able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, but from the defensive standpoint, you know what I mean? Because
we just keep on defense. We just it's just straight deep. I mean, I feel like this. Truthfully, you would think Jamel Dean would step it up. I can't believe I'm finna say this. Mike Edwards would step it up just because it's a contract and it's in the playoffs. Like it's money time now.
Well, SMB certainly is.
Yeah, SMB trying to get that contract.
He's definitely trying to get that contract.
No, but
he's doing well. Him being put on the outsides really helps.
But one thing though, last year we were talking about, man, SMB is gone. Now we're back to saying, okay, SMB is turning it on
because he was in the slide. That's not his strength. He needs to be an outside. He needs to be on the outside where he belongs.
I will say this though. I'll tell you one thing that y'all haven't mentioned. Very surprising. Red zone defense.
Oh yeah.
Wait, where are we at on red zone defense?
We're
probably bottom, I assume, but.
Well, can you give us the red zone defensive rankings and the scoring defense rankings, Buccos?
Oh yeah, I can do that. So the Bucs red zone defense, 62%. That's 26 in the NFL. That's just numbers, right? But the eye test hashtag where your eyes tell you teams do have success against the Bucs defense in the red zone.
So once they're in the 20-yard line, that other team basically scoring.
62% clip. 62% chance they're gonna score a touchdown.
Because you know what I think is due to a lot of the time. I feel like when we in the red zone, that's when most of our miscues happen. That's when someone gets in, that's when
that?
someone gets in someone's way. Someone couldn't run past, like that Carlton and Sean Murphy Button incident that happened.
Every time
there's a miscue that happens in the red zone.
And it's like that little corner route all the time, like where they run that little corner route, a little square in the end zone.
It's a corner route. It's like arrow out. You know what I'm saying? It's Tommy Trimble, the Panther tight end, got him really good. You know?
Yeah, after every red zone score, one of our DBs or linebackers have their hands up, like, "What are you doing? Where you at?"
You.
They all point every single time. They'll point at each other.
They like that Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, that's literally us. That's literally our red zone defense.
And these guys been playing together for 3 to 4 years. Some
and
of
they still
them
can't get it right.
But I'm just saying, at some point, why you just can't say, "Hey, that's on me"? You know, go to the side.
Yeah, you never see that. You never see them like
accountability. Ain't me. What you
doing?
I mean, I hate to go old school, but think about that. Sal always said that when somebody messed up, before we get back to the sideline, we already got it fixed. Like somebody just say, "Hey, that's on me. We got it fixed." Like, can we see that? But hey, what was the scoring defense, Bucko? Like, where would we rank scoring?
Now the scoring defense is not bad. Now think about that for a second. The red zone defense ain't good, but the scoring defense is not bad. It's 21st. I mean, they give up 21 points a game. That's 13th in the NFL.
So we just above.
If our offense can score over 20 points, it would be really
right. We're above average.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that though. If you have a top 10 defense in the middle of the pack defense, that's a recipe for a deep run in the playoffs. Like we've seen that like the last
ideally.
That's ideal. But that is crazy though. I mean, it's hard to believe red zone defense is 62%. Like
it's interesting.
I wouldn't even thought that.
I'm surprised
down there.
I'm surprised no one brought that up to Bulls. That why is your defense always having miscues in the red zone? Like no one's
where we rank that in the turnover?
So
we're not a good situational football.
Yeah, our turnovers like in bunches. They're not like spread out.
Third down, red zone, situational situations. We're not good at that. And that's how you win games.
It happens in bunches. If we don't get one a game, like we won't get one for like a couple games, and then like we'll get like 2 or 3, and like.
Well, yeah, everybody on the team got butterfingers on defense.
Yeah, well, Carlton.
What's that rubber thumbs? Who said something about rubber thumbs? But so turnover margins. The Bucs are plus 0.1, which is 20th. Which is not bad. I mean, it's
not the worst. It could be worse.
It's not the worst, but it ain't the best neither. You know,
it's not bad.
We can't rely on our defense.
Remember, we went through the Bucs went through a long. The Bucs defense went through a long stretch with no turnovers.
Yeah, after week 2, right? Or week 2, somewhere.
What it was about? How many weeks was it before they got a turnover? After week 2,
it was. For the next turnover was Mike Edwards. That was in the Seattle game, I think it was, or was it?
Because you got 3 against New Orleans, and then you didn't get nothing.
11 weeks in between. Almost, it was like 9 to 11 weeks or something before they got.
They went 2 months without a turnover. Right. Almost 2 months.
So this is how I see it. If we pick Dak off, I expect a lot more turnovers this game. If I see one turnover if I see one of our defenses get a takeaway, I expect multiple in that game.
Well, the Bucs defense is 20th in takeaways, right? So they are 1.2.
They do get a lot of clutch turnovers, though.
Whenever they get rolling with turnover, they start getting more and more in that game.
So, do you guys feel like the way Dak has been playing? Do you expect that Monday night, or do you think he'll come out with a different mindset? Like, because I don't want them thinking the last two or 3 weeks how Dak has been playing that he's going to do that again. Like
you always gotta assume that he's going to bring his best game and play around that.
But if he throws an interception, they'll be in his head 100%.
Yeah, but I feel like Bowles can scheme them into an interception or 2.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean, he schemes Carlton and interceptions all the time, and Carlton just drops them. So I mean,
here's another interesting aspect of the defense that might want to start looking at this too. Going into the game, not what's going to happen in the game, but going into the game. Bucs rush defense, right? We've seen this throughout the season. Yikes, right? Big drop off.
Good or bad?
Right up the gut.
About what, 16?
So Bucs rush defense. I'll give you these numbers here, and and every time I do this, I give y'all it from a numbers perspective, and then I ask you, from the film perspective. The hashtag what the eyes tell you. Does it match up? Well, here we go. So Tampa's rush defense. So opponents rush the ball 42% of the time against Tampa, right? So they average 4.5 yards a carry. That's 19th in the NFL. Okay, so opponents rush per rushes attempts a game, 26 rushes attempts a game against the Bucs defense. That's 16th in the NFL. It's middle of the pack. Rushing yards allowed, 120. That's 15th in the NFL. So teams are like, look, we can run the ball now. Remember, in the last couple of years, you couldn't do that at all.
Right.
Well, now, you can run the ball.
Well, I mean, I look at it like this. I do think it matches up with what we've seen, like how they've been giving up on rushing against opponents. I do feel like a couple of years ago when we were stout against the run, I felt like teams they could run the ball, they just abandoned it. Because I mean, if they stuck with it, some were successful. Because I mean, think about what was it? I mean, think about it. When they came off the bye in 2020 against Minnesota, Minnesota had success, but they just had to pulled away from because Dalvin Cook ran for over 100 yards. They just had to.
Also, to keep in mind is this too. Dallas rush offense going against Tampa's run defense. Dallas averages 47% of the time they run the ball, right? And 52% of the time they throw the ball. So they pretty much balance, right? So yards per game, rushing yards per carry, 4.3. The league average is 4.5, right? So 4.3 is 18th in the NFL when they run the ball. They get 4 yards every time they run the ball.
Now, is that Zeke or is that Pollard ripping off them?
Just the whole Dallas rush offense. I'm giving you the whole overall rush offense. Rushes per game, that's attempts, 31 attempts a game, 6 in the NFL. Rushing yards total per game.
What about QB pressures?
135. That's 9th in the NFL. So they do run the ball. Don't get it twisted, folks.
I've heard they're struggling running the ball lately, though.
No, I'm just giving you.
That is their identity. They are
giving you the 17-week overview. I'm not giving you 1 game, 2 games. I'm giving you the 17 weeks.
I mean,
what's the law's average, right? So if you do something 100 times, you got to figure out the average. What is your tendencies, right? 1 or 2 games is not going to tell your tendencies. 17 weeks.
Dallas is like Mopar Bucks said. Dallas is a run team. Like I expect them to come out to try to establish the line of scrimmage and run the ball. Like I think
they're balanced.
I think they're more balanced than just they just run. They're. I mean, look at this.
They can try.
52% passing, 47% run. That's literally like right there.
That's a good balance.
Is Dallas top in penalties this year, like they were last year?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, where are we ranking on sacks?
I know, because like under Mike McCarthy, they're not.
No, I was gonna say I don't think they are. No, man.
They actually.
They've improved on their discipline.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rudolph Williams. $5 super chat. We're a bend but don't break defense team.
Let's go.
Bucko, where is our defense at? With QB pressures.
I'm gonna have to go to advanced stats. Let me see.
It can't be too high.
I will say this: as of late, Dallas is. I don't know if he talked about it since I'm late. They was averaging 4+ sacks a game, and they've been down to 2. So
yeah, Mike is hurt.
But don't their sacks come in bunches anyway? Like I don't want to get off topic.
They were getting them every game. It wasn't no bunches.
So the Bucs sack percentage, is 7%, 7.32. That's 12th in the NFL.
That's above average. That's above.
That's more of a I got to find a breakdown as far as blitzing.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. That's probably with that blitz too. DBs and linebackers.
Keep that in mind. Yes.
We do blitz
front four. I guarantee you, front four they ain't 12.
Right. I mean, I don't know though. I don't know though, Isaiah. They was week.
What you mean you don't know?
One. Well, I'm saying I know we've seen it, but I'm saying week 1 at the game. How many sacks we registered on Dallas? I know that's not now, but I'm just saying. we got sacks all across the board in that game.
Right, but we do blitz a lot of linebackers and DBs.
I think we're gonna do it a lot more with Dak because of their line though. I think we're gonna do that a lot more because I think we did it the most we did with Dallas than I've seen all year.
Well, let me ask you this though: where would you send the pressure from with Dak? Because Dak is not going to step up in the pocket.
You got to remember.
Would you send it from the outside?
Nah, you got to remember. Devin White got 2 sacks week 1 against them. Mm-hmm. They was doing delayed blitz behind Levante David with Devin White, and we got I think Shaq Barrett got sacked. Ain't our sack leader Vita Vea this year?
Yeah, Vea got 6.5 sacks, I think.
That's correct.
And it was so funny because early in the season, a lot of people were thinking that he would get double-digit sacks, but
no way.
I just see he's just too out of shape, man.
And Anthony Nelson leads the team in like takeaways as far as on the.
I'm really interested to see how he's gonna perform Monday night. Nelson, what do we truly have in Anthony Nelson?
I think he'll rise to the occasion. I mean, if he can get home, I think he will. I mean, I think he'll do his job, hold the edge down.
Now I know they get their center back. They didn't have their center week 1, so that had a lot to do with some of that pressure. Because I mean, he was under duress, bro. That was way before the finger. That was way before the hand.
Some of these stacks I'm looking at, right? So we'll touch on this part right here too. The Bucs allow the 6th least, as far as first downs, 314 for the season. That's ranked 6th in the NFL. So they don't give up a lot of first downs,
which is crazy.
Wait, just like in general, or is that like more to
the whole season?
That's all.
But dude, that's what we've seen all year, though.
Dude, in my eyes, that doesn't feel true.
I don't know about that one. I mean, you've seen teams just come in.
No, it's fact. It's factual. Like you can't change.
In the beginning of the season, yeah.
In our eyes, it feels like that's not true. But
the reason why you feel like that is because the key situations, first down. Yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Like the Steelers.
Go back to what you said, Bucko's. Like we play good 80% of the time, but that 20%.
I've been telling y'all this.
That 20% gets you every time. Because think about it.
20% is always in the red zone.
Situational.
But don't think about that 20%. Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky.
Brock Purdy.
Sam Darnold for like a half.
Sam Darnold, word.
What was the other dude's name? What was the Cleveland quarterback?
Jacoby Brissett.
Now here's another advanced stat for you guys. It's more of a whole stat, but passing TDs allowed. The number one, the worst team is Kansas City. They gave up 33 touchdowns.
Yeah, their defense is sus.
Let's keep that in perspective.
Yeah.
Guess who's number 2?
We are.
Bucs. 29.
Everything about our stats is weird. Brady with all the attempts, but we can't score no points, which is crazy.
Yeah, our stats crazy.
Like we have the weirdest stats that I've like. If we suck, let's suck. But we have this.
The league average in touchdowns allowed is 23.
And it's crazy because we barely let up over 21 points a game.
Think about that for a second. But remember, I told y'all, I just said it about 2 minutes ago. It's not even about the whole game. It's certain moments. It's like, what is this?
That 20% always gets us every single time.
20% eat us up every time.
In the red zone. Always in the red zone.
Where we at on in third down defense and third and long defense?
Yeah, I think you said that a lot. We were like bottom in that category, weren't we?
No, I don't think he said it.
No, it was like another video.
Oh.
Hey, Isaiah, are you thinking Carlton Davis coming, you think we need to have him on CD again, or you think it needs to be Dean? Because, 11 catches for what? It was 11 targets, 2 catches, 28 yards. First.
I'm going to answer that, but I want to bring up this third down defense of the Bucs real quick. 36% they gave up on third downs. That's 6 in the NFL.
Okay, that sounds about right there.
But the 29 touchdowns, second worst.
Right.
Wait a minute. Say that again. You said say that one more time.
We've only given up. We suck on third down.
No, the Bucs defense is good on third down.
We're good on third down, but we're second worst in the league when it comes to touchdowns
allowed.
Passing touchdowns.
Which is crazy because you think as long as our defense stay on the field with them extended third downs, boy, we'd be damn near dead last.
Right.
It seems like forever.
But
I feel like we lasted like 3rd and 10 plus because every time there's like a 3rd and 10.
But they goes back to what Isaiah said earlier. We were 62% in red zone defense. What was that range?
That's like 20. Let me see.
Is that where most of our passing? Is that where most of the passing touchdowns come
26
from?
in the NFL in red zone defense. That's where all the touchdowns come from.
Yeah, that's where all the passing is in the red zone. Like
there you go, right there. We said the red zone defense got to step it up.
We're good.
Back to that. How much pressure? Where's the pressure coming? Like the pressure to me for the Bucs is it's not even about the whole game for the Bucs. For me, it's about the certain situations, the 3rd and 9s. You know what I'm saying? Like the red zone situation. That's why I say pressure. Like you can say the whole game as far as the pressure on the defense, but when you start digging in these numbers, it's pressure in the red zone for the Bucs too.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bunch of pressure in the red zone. I mean, I think it's going to be a lot of pressure on them to play good in the red zone Monday.
Is Logan Ryan gonna be ready to roll?
Yeah,
I think most of our starters should be good. That's what they keep saying. They keep saying we're the healthiest we've been all year. So
that's a good.
Mike said it and Tom said it and Byron said it. So
passing first downs. Bucs defense passing first downs. Secondary, sorry. Passing first downs. The least amount in the NFL who was tough to get first down on through the air is the Washington Commanders. 155.
Their secondary is good.
First down.
Secondary is real good.
Yeah, look at that front four though.
It's the front.
Yeah.
Now, guess who's number 2?
San Francisco.
Eagles.
Rams.
You talking about passing?
Is it us?
It's probably the Jets.
Getting first downs through the air. Passing first down.
Probably Jets.
No.
Or the
New Orleans.
You was close though.
Giants.
No. And 3.
Patriots.
2, 1. Then the number 2 team, secondary wise, passing first downs, least amount.
Kansas City.
Is the New Orleans Aints.
Oh, that.
159 first downs allowed through the air.
Wow.
Damn.
Now, you want to know where the Bucs at?
Oh.
Top 5.
I don't think I want to know.
The league average is 190. So the Bucs sit at number 14.
14.
That's the middle of the pack. I can deal with that.
186.
Well, I mean, if you look at all the stats, I mean, we're about except for a few of them, we're middle of the pack everywhere we look.
But that's what he's been saying. We're a little, we're under the pack. We're in the middle. Some games we're under that. Some games we're a little higher than that. We kind of teeter right there. We can be a little higher.
I'll watch it. That's why I keep using that hashtag. What did your eyes tell you?
Hey, we could have used Carlos Dunlap, bro.
True.
We could have used Bobby Wagner. Because, look, these guys went to these defenses and made these defenses better. Jaron Reed with the Packers. I mean, there was so many guys out there that we could at least try to snatch up that have a little bit more of a stronger presence on that D-line, man. That's what really worries me the most is the presence.
We've never done that. Just got a deep rotation at defensive line. We've never done that. Like you said earlier, we ain't got 6 we rotate in, maybe?
That's true. But even the last 2 seasons, not they keep harping back in the days, but we at least was able to get that pressure with JPP and Shaq. You know what I'm saying? We was manufacturing that pressure.
But as far as the run defense, I'm gonna be honest. That losing Sue, man, it showed, man. He may not be good in the passing, but Sue definitely worked out in that.
Even with the Eagles, bro.
Yeah, bro, that boy still got he took care of his body over his career, man. That boy still moving.
He know how to hold that gap. That's all they asked him to do. They just asked him to hold that gap.
Then he nasty. We ain't got that. We need that nastiness on the line. Vita should be that with his size. That's what I want. That's what I want for next year, man. Let's just get a dog that's just
I got another one.
nasty.
I got another one. So this is penalties, defensive penalties. Oh, this is a good one too. So guess who's number one in defensive penalties? The least amount.
Dallas.
He said the least.
The least amount.
Oh, the least? Shit.
And
Probably
Is it the Jets?
Tennessee.
I'm gonna say the Patriots
I'm gonna
because
say
That's
Jets.
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
Well,
the Patriots.
But it could be the Pats.
Close.
Tennessee.
Jets.
Is it not the Jets?
No.
The
Dolphins.
least penalty, probably the Patriots.
Bengals.
Is it San
Patriots or the
Fran?
Dolphins?
No. In 3,
Dolphins.
2, 1. It's the
Cincinnati.
Ravens.
Or the Ravens.
Oh yeah.
79 penalties on defense. That's and the league average is 94.
I feel like we're like high middle of the pack.
So guess where the Bucs put up?
Middle of the
Where we
pack.
at?
20.
I feel like we high middle of the pack.
18.
20.
I knew it.
98 penalties.
Everything is 20.
Everything's middle of the pack, like I said. It seems like
98
Like a
penalties
team.
on defense.
Winfield's been getting a lot of those lately too.
And
Another
Davis.
thing I hate about our defense is we have nobody elite that nobody fears on our team when they game plan. We have
Yeah.
nobody on our team that does that.
I don't know. I think Winfield Jr. is elite though. Maybe that might be a stretch, but I think he's an elite.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Elite at what?
And I think he makes a difference on our defense. He makes a major difference on our defense. If we don't have Winfield Jr. back there,
I think he just got good.
Honestly, I
IQ,
feel that
but
way
I
about
don't say
Logan
elite.
Ryan. When he
I
came
think he
back,
got
our
good.
defense secondary took shape.
I think he
Because
Logan
if
Ryan
you
will
look at
add to the mix. But I think if we don't have Winfield Jr. back there in that secondary, bro, and I think and I know people hate him in the slot, but I think it'll benefit us in the long run of things if he stays around because that way he'll be able to be that much more versatile. Not saying he would be a Rondé Barber, but he could play that tight where he could play the corner, maybe not necessarily corner, but slot. Then he can go back there on safety between the games whenever we need him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the last time I seen Winfield was against Rondell Moore. I mean, not Rondell Moore, but the dude for the Panthers. And he was getting cooked.
DJ Moore.
Yeah, but DJ Moore.
DJ
That's
Moore.
DJ Moore
ain't no-
though. That's DJ Moore.
Yeah, he ain't no
I'm just
star.
saying, like, if I'm the opposing team, put your best receiver in the slot and let him go to work.
Did you not see him out there on damn? What's the boy from Atlanta?
Drake London.
Yeah, him. Like
Uh-huh.
he was out there having a field day too. But I'm not gonna say I'm not ready to say Winfield is elite, but I do think he has a high IQ.
this is what I'm saying. Like if you go around the league, you can name 2 players on each team that teams are game planning for. I can't think of one on the Bucs on our defense. I can't think of one.
I can see your point. Like we just don't have that dog on the team. We don't have that dog on offense or defense. Like we don't have that elite. Nobody on defense got that elite speed. I mean, the fast play on your defense is Devin White, and he's
I mean,
a linebacker.
you can survive. You can survive doing that if you got a bunch of fundamentally sound players that play smart. You can survive not having a
That's New
superstar.
England.
Come on now.
That's basically New England.
Let's at least give Devin his credit now. Offense has got a game plan for number 45.
They do. Because he
now.
can wreck a game.
Right.
And guess what? And when they game plan for him, guess what? They're using his weakness against him.
I mean, but that ain't that.
Let me ask you this though: who's more important, Devin or Levante, or they play off each one another?
They are play off each other.
Yeah, they definitely.
I think they game plan for the run as a whole, though. Y'all got to think about it. They game plan for that whole D line, even though they just not good. That's why they
More.
do it.
I got more. I'm not done. I think
Vita
I'm
does,
not
man.
done.
Hey Bucko, you shocked that Ravens fan with that stat with the penalty.
I think I'm not done. So, it's still team defense. We're still on team defense because that's the topic right now. How much pressure on the Bucs defense?
Mm-hmm.
So remember we talked about turnovers, right? So this particular event stat is when offenses have the ball going against the team defense. The percentages or the percent of that drive ends in a turnover. Now, guess who's number one?
Wait, the percent of that drive ends in a spike.
Yes,
The Eagles.
Or-
Ravens.
Nope, close.
Buffalo,
Close.
Pats.
Chiefs,
Nope. Close with the Patriots.
Jets.
Close
Jet.
with the Patriots.
Nope.
New Orleans.
What was the question again?
No. So the question
Yeah.
is, remember, we're talking about pressure on the Bucs defense, right? And we talked about the Bucs trying to get turnovers, right? So this particular event stat is when the offense has the ball, the other team offense has the ball. This stat is about what is the percentage of that drive ending in a turnover by the defense. So guess who's number one?
Oh, it's gonna be
Philly.
Cowboys.
Probably Philly.
Close.
Nah.
What?
Somebody.
It
I think
Philly?
somebody.
It ain't Cowboys.
The
It's
number
not
one
Philadelphia?
team. The number one team in the NFL. When you got the ball as an offense and you're trying to drive on that team, and it's going to end in a turnover,
Commanders.
it's the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's the Cowboys, dude.
16% of your drives will end in a turnover.
Yeah, bro, they
snap.
are punching balls, ripping interceptions. They do all. Yeah, have you not watched some of their games?
I told you.
They get some lucky breaks. They get some lucky breaks. They get lucky breaks now.
The league average is 11%. So guess who's number two?
And takeaways, it might be the Jets.
Philly.
I only said Pats because that's like a whole
Philly
Pats
is close.
interception month.
Patriots.
Either that, it
Close
could
again.
or
Either that or the
or
Jets.
it could be
How y'all
Miami.
think it is?
It could be
Is
Miami.
it the Saints?
Washington? Is it the
Number
Commanders?
two team in the NFL.
Philly.
When you got the ball, when the offense has the ball and you're going against that defense, the number
Commanders?
two team in the
It's
NFL,
either going to be the Patriots, the Miami Dolphins, because they
Your
get them turnovers.
turnover is the 49ers at 15%.
Oh,
40.
40,
No,
yeah.
of course, yeah.
Because they got
Yeah,
the rookie dog.
We remember that we played them, and what happened?
Turnovers galore.
Yo,
Now,
so the 49ers offense, them motherfuckers got mad weapons.
Wait, we're talking about the 49ers team defense. 15% of the drives against them in a turnover, and number 3 is the Eagles at 15%.
But I only said Pats because I saw like a YouTube montage of like all their pick sixes, and it was
The
like
Pats,
one video.
the Patriots are number
Yeah,
6.
but look at them pick. Didn't 4 of them pick sixes come from the Jets?
Mm-hmm.
If we beat Dallas, who will we have the next round?
Eagles.
The Eagles.
Eagles.
Man.
And
Which
there's a
I rather
song-
have the Eagles in San Francisco.
So guess what the Bucs team defense is at when it comes to drives in a turnover against that defense?
High middle of the pack.
27.
Close.
28.
24th.
Y'all getting close. So the answer is 22nd.
Or 27.
So when you got the ball, you ain't got to worry about really turning the ball over against them.
Yeah.
Damn.
So the question
but haven't they been increasing as of late though?
But the question is, and this is all part of that pressure, right? How much pressure is on the Bucs defense to make turnovers happen?
Right.
Running game. All this factors in that pressure, folks, because the Bucs defense is good, but when you start looking at these advanced numbers, it's like, okay, certain areas they're not doing enough. Not doing enough overall. But I mean, as far as advanced stats like efficiency and stuff like that, they're good in some areas, but there's a good side and there's a bad side. You know, they don't force turnovers. When you got the ball against them, you don't have to really worry about getting turnovers. Making turnovers have like
how many have we got? How many have we got in our last like 3 games, Darzell? Just from my knowledge.
2.
In each game?
No, you said how many turnovers we got in the last 2 to 3 games?
Mm-hmm.
You got 1 against Atlanta. You got 1 against Carolina.
Oh,
we had 2 against Carolina, no?
I thought it was just 1. That fumble. That second.
Was it 2?
I want to say
It was 2. It was 2.
What was the second one?
Remember Sam Darnold fumble and the other one.
Yeah, I remember the same.
Right?
Was it
I can't remember, but I think there was
interception? It was interception.
So
yeah, Sean Murphy Bunch.
Okay,
how long? That's what I'm trying to
right.
figure out. How long was the break since we had a turnover at
like
all?
11 weeks, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna give them a little bit, just a little bit, because it seemed like we wouldn't get any at all.
So you giving them credit for
at least going into the playoffs with little juice is what I'm saying.
Well,
But I respect the stats. I respect the stats. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. What I'm saying is, hopefully that wasn't a facade, and that's something for them to build off on. But I don't disagree with them stats because that is right there in your face.
Right.
How many turnovers we got when we played Cincinnati in the first half?
I don't think we had any turnovers.
Did we get one?
I don't think we had a turnover against Cincinnati in the first half.
We just outplayed them. Overall,
I think Davis had a tip pick, didn't he?
Yeah, Davis got a tip pick on the opening drive. That's it. Yeah.
CD3 got one.
There were 3 turnovers against Carolina. We got 3 against them.
Oh, it's 3.
Who the Eagles play first round?
They got a bye.
They got a bye.
They got the bye week.
It was it was Carlton Davis with the tip pick. Remember, it was Keanu O'Neal jumped up.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it was the first drive, I think, first or second drive.
Yeah,
it was the opening drive.
There you go. Set the tone in the first half. Set the tone.
Yeah,
so we don't. So the last few games, so we've been getting turnovers. Though.
That's what I thought. That's what I was saying. That's why I'm giving them a little bit.
So the last like 3 or 4 years, we've had a turnover each year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I only asked that question.
At least the last at least 3 games in a row, we've gotten a turnover.
That does help. That does help with confidence going in.
That's why I was asking. That's the only reason why, because I could have swore we've been getting some type of bounces our way, which is good for the playoffs. Because I know every game I watch, it looks like we do nothing. We get nothing bouncing our way.
Yeah.
So I guess that's good, but the stats are, if teams is looking at it from Isaiah's perspective, they are looking at it like we don't have nothing to worry about. They're not forcing turnovers. Meanwhile, we're going against the number 1 team that causes them pretty much every time you got the ball in your hand.
16% of the time you go against the Cowboys defense on the drive, it's going to be a turnover.
But in the sense of what we've been doing the past few weeks, and with Dak's level of play the past couple of weeks,
but it ain't about it's when you're looking at it from the Bucs defensive standpoint, their norm is just basically just play good defense. You know, it's not like getting explosive turnovers, making explosive plays happen on defense, because they drop a lot of picks too.
You're right.
So it's almost like you want to assume that they will get turnovers in this game, but the chances of that happen based on how they've been playing in 17 weeks.
But I bet you the Commanders wasn't thinking they was gonna get 2 pick sixes in that game. That defense don't scream that. Didn't they get 2 against Dallas that last game?
No,
all the starters. One?
Yeah.
They got 2.
Oh, they got 2?
Yeah, you have to say they got 2 in that game.
Did they get 2?
Ain't no.
Yeah, I only saw 1. That's why I saw the other one.
Well, I'm looking at it like that defense is not that. They don't create that type of heat. I mean, they D-line good, but on that back end, man.
No, I get you. Like, you can rely on us like get turnovers because of like how we've been playing all week, but like I gotta base it off of how Dak's been playing week after week, like these last like 7-8 weeks.
They kind of even each other
out. How many
out.
pick sixes has Dak thrown this year?
15.
No, not in the sense. How many picks? 15.
I'm finna say, Lord, Cooper rushes.
And he's missed 5 games, and he was still leading the league in interceptions.
Yeah,
right.
But it's funny that we bring that up because it's low hanging fruit, and I brought this up yesterday.
Right.
It's more when you're looking at numbers, it's a talking point. You know, 15 picks, right?
Right.
We put a lot of stock in that.
But they still doing 35
but they're
points.
Number 1 in scoring since he's been back.
Right.
So when you talk about that side, make sure you bring up the other side.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And we've been struggling.
I don't see them scoring 35 points on.
No, I get that point. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying like 15 picks. Okay. Oh, first in scoring.
Right.
Because then you can break up our 21 points a game too.
18. I'm sorry, 8-2 since he's been starting. See what I'm saying? We gotta make sure we mention other stuff too.
I just moved the goalposts on them and tell them, bro, you had one of the top 5 easiest schedules though when it came out. Also,
I mean, but the objective is to win the game.
Right.
Yeah, you're correct. But if we had a schedule, I mean, granted, how we played, I guess it really wouldn't matter because we played certain teams that
but we both had a first place schedule though.
Yeah, we had a harder schedule. We had a hard schedule.
Both had first place schedules though, so I would assume those were top end schedules. I mean, but it just depends on how you rotate when you play your conference game and your out of conference games though. But
Yeah, because if we would that little 4-game stretch against Pittsburgh and all them trash ass teams we was losing to,
yeah, we supposed to win.
If we beat them, all those scrubby teams, like strength of schedule wouldn't even be a conversation. You know what I'm saying? It would obviously be a no brainer because nobody would be saying, "Oh, well, the Steelers had Pickett."
Here's another thing. Here's some more advanced analytics or stats for the Bucs in particular. We're not going to do the league thing. We're just going to look at the Bucs specifically. As far as players, right? So this advanced stat is quarterback knockdowns. Who you think leads the team in quarterback knockdowns?
I mean, that's probably got to be Dallas.
That's got to be.
No. It's for the Bucs.
Oh, not
yeah.
Oh, who like players? What player leads in knockdowns?
On the team. It's probably Anthony Nelson.
Is it Nelson?
Joe Tryon.
Probably
Joe Tryon over Pursuit. I don't.
It may be Anthony Nelson, or it could be Vita.
He leads the team in sacks, so I would assume he got the most takedown.
And it's tied. White and Tryon.
Yeah. Oh, White and Tryon?
9. They have 9.
Yeah, because Tryon, he's it's always like he's almost like a step.
Yeah, he gets there like a second late.
Yeah, like a second or two.
He'll get there.
He got to control his motor this offseason.
Team and pressures.
You said it was Tryon and who, Bucko?
Devin White.
Okay.
Now, did you just ask who leads the team in pressures?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be Vita.
Is it Nelson? It's not Nelson.
Vita or Nelson.
It's it's either
pressures or probably Devin White.
Yeah, it's probably Devin White. It's a tie. 22 pressures. Devin White and Tryon.
Yeah, Devin White.
So Tryon doing something.
But this is what I'm saying. When you start looking at advanced stats, you start to see like, oh, well, he's.
But go ahead.
Almost is cool, but almost don't count.
Yeah, almost.
Didn't Devin White lead the team in sacks last year?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it was Barrett. It was Barrett. I think it was Barrett had I think he had 12. I think 12 and a half.
He had 12 pressures.
12 sacks last year.
Oh, 12 sacks. Yeah.
What Devin had last year? 9.5. Didn't he have 10 sacks?
It was like 9. It was like 9.5, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It was somewhere up in there, but it wasn't double digits though.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Let's go. We're gonna.
Does the Cowboys line lead the league in like pressures a lot?
We're gonna do quarterback hurries for the team. Now, 17 weeks now. Let's think about this for a second. 17 weeks. We're talking about quarterback hurries.
What's the average?
No, it's just for the team.
Oh, for the team.
I was just thinking, what was
Tryon again?
Yeah, it's Tryon.
Tryon.
I think next year Tryon gonna be a problem. Watch.
Yeah, we already know who leads the team in blitzing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Long shot, 65.
I want to see Devin on the outside. I want him to like go where Tryon is and just see like how he rushes from like that side.
He's better in that box, man. He's so much better in the box.
Devin White does them delayed blitzes. They work week 1. That little waiting and wait for the play. Everybody do their assignment.
Here's another one. Remember when you start looking at I'm telling you, we see the video, but yards after the catch. This is on the defense. Who you think give up the most yards after catch on the team?
Burping.
Close.
SMB.
So the top one is Carlton Davis.
TD3.
Yeah, he's been our weakest link this year. And
number 2 is Devin White.
Devin White.
Yeah, SMB ain't up there.
SMB ain't up there.
Where's SMB at?
No, he's not.
What?
SMB crazy this year.
I get the top 2 with SMB.
Oh, my bad. He don't give up yards. He just give up TDs.
Yo, Bucko, who's giving up the most touchdowns this year? You got that stat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which one of those?
Now, I think Mike Edwards lead that.
I'm just saying.
Mike Edwards might lead that.
It's tie. It actually is a 3-way tie.
3-way tie. All right.
Mike Edwards, SMB, and Jamel Dean.
Wrong. 3-way tie is Mike Edwards, Jamel Dean, and Antoine Winfield Jr. at 4.
I told y'all sleeping on SMB. Y'all sleeping on
He only gave up 2.
Man's dislocated his elbow, and y'all just wrote him off like he was.
His new name is Summer B. That's his name.
SMB's been good this year.
Yeah, it's funny. The two guys looking for contract, Edwards and Dean, giving up touchdowns.
Dean was looking good in the first half, and then that toe then took him down. I don't know what did he do.
The worst person on the team that give up the highest passer rating. Who you think that is?
Carlton Davis.
Devin White.
Probably Levante Davis.
Probably Antoine Whitfield.
I just
He
feel
got
Devin White. I
old.
don't know why. Just tell me Devin White.
Passer rating is when what you allow when they target you, they catching the ball, right? So number one person on the team is Keanu Neal at 121.
But he a rotational player.
That makes sense.
And number
But
two
Damn.
is Zion.
So now we
Oh, yeah,
understand
But
why.
those are rotational players, though.
Yeah, but we understand why. But we understand why we don't see them out on the field often because they.
But we did though for a little minute.
We did, but then if they got them same numbers you just read off, that's glaring. Teams realize, just like how we know, when he in the game, they like, he backed up, throw it.
Had no business starting with all them.
And the Cowboys know Keanu Neal well. They know his strengths and weaknesses. Dan Quinn knows Keanu Neal more than probably we do because he's coached them.
Mike Edwards gave up 110 passer rating.
Yeah, I see that.
Antoine Whitfield gave up 107.
What about SMB? Give me SMB real quick.
SMB is 59.
Oh, hey, I told y'all.
59 passer rating.
Y'all see. SMB are one of our best corners right now. I don't even know it.
Numbers.
We should have signed Gilmore, man.
We might sign SMB back after this year. And let Jamel Dean walk.
What we need to do is go ahead and go get that boy D-Hop.
And here's another one.
I was saying that last night.
This is average depth of target when targeted as a defender. So basically, when you're the defender and they catch the ball, the average depth. So, completed or not. Mike Edwards is number one at 14.5.
So Mike Edwards our weak link in the secondary.
Number three, Jamel Dean is number 3 at 14.
Who's number 2?
Number 3, top for number 2 with 14.
James.
Logan Ryan is at 13.1.
Oh.
Sean Murphy Bunton, 11.9. Whether it's a catch or not, basically over 10 yards for these guys.
Hey, SMB ain't even top 3 and getting past you. Y'all need to stop sleeping on him.
Antoine Whitfield don't give up a lot. 8.7.
Yeah.
So he's pretty solid when you catch the ball around him. He taking you down.
He is the best tackler on the team.
Guess who got the most missed tackles?
Devin White.
White, 100%.
Some of them will be.
Devin
White.
Devin White.
And you know he said he prides himself because like he does like horses and farms and stuff with the grip of his hands, and he always. Be like,
I'm not gonna lie. This is what I have noticed. When he tackles, he is like riding people's back. Like he needs to squat more and bench press because he's weak. Like I see him just getting dragged, and I don't.
He gets dragged a lot. He can't bring someone down by himself. It feels like.
Man, he be riding people back. Like, what are you doing, man? Get that.
It's like he's giving them an extra push to keep going.
Oh, here go another one. Remember, it's all about how much pressure is on the Bucs defense and even with players, right? So we're going to talk about completion percentage on the team.
Oh, okay, all right.
This is a fun one right here. I like when you start getting this stuff. I haven't done this all season, but I just want to do this one episode here. So, out of the cornerbacks, guess who's number 1?
Carlton Davis.
Carlton.
No.
Is that Carlton? Is it Jamel?
D. Delaney.
93%
completion percentage.
I'm sure that went up a lot in the Falcons game.
Hey, we was screaming his name last year for a little minute though, man. He thought he was the truth, man. He had some fans.
Behind D. Delaney, and I don't like when I see him out there like doing this in coverage, but Anthony Nelson, he allows 77%.
Yeah, we dropped. I'm sure Vita Vea is on there somewhere because I've seen him get dropped in coverage too.
Actually, no. Number three, you wouldn't believe this. Devin White. 76% completion percentage when throwing at,
and he wants $100 million.
We're gonna have to re-sign Devin, man, unless we get something.
We don't have to re-sign Devin because I can find another Devin in the draft probably.
Levante David at 75%, Ken O'Neal 75%.
I expect that Levante because of age.
Right, but we can't take a double hit at LB like that, man.
Sean Murphy Bunton, 51%. You throw the ball at Sean Murphy Bunton, you ain't catching it most of the time.
And you might throw an interception because you be getting them too.
Well, we're gonna see come Monday.
I'm gonna tell you, SMB he's about to be prime playoff SMB like he was in 2020. Watch.
Well, we're gonna see, Grizz, because I know
Carlton Davis only allows 55% completion percentage. He's been targeted 93 times.
Nah, he got that dog in him. I will say that. I think his thing is he just remind me of somebody out of West Tampa, man. He played rough. I like him. He ain't been too grabby this year neither. I will say that. He didn't work on
the PI's been down.
That's technique. He got better.
Did y'all see the Bucs? Did y'all see the Bucs new in the current when Carlton Davis was on there talking? He said, "Man, look, man." He says, "I'm a cover zero corner, man. I don't need no help. I'm following the number one receiver all around the field."
I mean, he got some balls when he was out there playing against Chase. Jamar Chase, bro.
Yeah, he held his own against Jamar Chase. I can't even lie. He did.
I ain't gonna lie. After what Tyreek did to him, that would have made anyone want to get better. Because that man, you let the man do a backflip mid-game. Like he walked and did a backflip in your end zone.
Look, all I'm saying, he ain't no Gilmore, man.
Because the thing is, because when I seen plays when Chase had the best of them, but we had got pressure on the QB at the time.
That's true. I was there. I
wide
mean,
receivers are gonna get the bat at some point, you know.
I think he's a good corner, but I just don't think he's. You put him on the number one receiver.
He's not somebody they're gonna constantly bring up and say,
"Well,
I think he would get bring up if he actually had interception."
But this is the thing. Buckles already said what his highs is. He could be a Richard Sherman. He can be that, which honestly, that's not bad. Like if we can get that,
his prime was a different animal. All pro.
If we can get that consistent level of play, that means one side of the field is gone. Because Richard Sherman played on the right side of the field.
You got a floor and you got a ceiling. Like you got your highest point as far as the player comparison, right? And then you got the low end. You be like, well, he's a serviceable cornerback. You know what I'm saying? But see, Carlton Davis, he's not just a serviceable corner. He's above that now. He was that for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's okay. He's out there. But now he has some tracks around him now. So it's like, all right, you're doing something.
He would be higher, faster, and then have butterfingers.
But the problem is he can't have interceptions.
So would you mind Dean coming back next year, Buckles? Pair with him?
I told y'all this already.
You can't pay Dean.
And again.
I must miss that. I must have missed that one.
Edwards and Murphy Button are all up for contracts.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that.
I think you can get SMB cheaper than you can get Dean back.
They're gonna let those guys. They're gonna let those guys test the market.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to let Dean test the market. Let him walk. He just played.
And then we put Zylan McCollum on the other side.
No, Zion either ain't ready or he was.
No. We can definitely. I'm sure there'll be free agent because
we might as well
for one. He signed the one.
Go Jason Light route. Go and get a veteran.
But do you think Zion needs more years, or do you think Zion might be a bust?
Look, holla at Jason Light. Go ahead and go ahead and get a. Hey, holla at Jason Light. Let him do what he do. Go ahead and get an old dude. I'm not doing Zylan McCollum, bro.
Not necessarily an old dude. Even if that is the case, let's go ahead and grab somebody who we can put on the number one receiver, right? And play. Or we can put on that number two or whatever.
JC Horn.
And just play. Well, we're not gonna get on Jalen Ramsey.
Not Jalen Ramsey. I was talking about like a JC, like find a JC Horn in the draft.
Right. If we're gonna find somebody like that in the draft or free, like you said, like Mopar said, free agency. Get the big time free agent corner who can come in and lock down these receivers who are going to be facing.
Are there good corners in the draft this year?
So there's some mock drafts out already, and I'll touch on this later on. But just to put it out there now, they got us cornerback as a major need.
Right.
I agree. Well, you got like 3 of them leaving.
They said something about Ohio State in the mock draft. We supposed to. With our first pick, some dude from Ohio State. I got to look at it.
As long as it's impact, but I'm still sticking with what I've been saying for the last several years.
You need impact.
Trenches.
I don't give a darn about
D-line can make a secondary look average if they're bad.
Give me the D-line anytime, any day. I'm gonna beat that to the day.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm with you on that because for me, that's what makes your cornerbacks better. You got a nasty. You got it like the point of contact is so important, bro. When you say height and them dudes is on you, it don't matter who you have in that
That's why
backfield,
you got
man.
the Eagles and the 49ers and the Giants and the Commanders and the Jets. You be like,
Ravens.
Damn,
they are not good on the back end at all at 49ers, and it showed when they get torched.
They own you though.
But if they own you, it does not matter.
I'm secondary.
No, their secondary is not good, bro. Stidham just shows you that.
Tre'Davious Ward is the only one worth a darn, to be honest.
Yeah, they are. They are not good.
They got a safety back there who's like for Palomalo number 29.
I know who he is, but he ain't.
Yeah, they're not dogs.
Hey, I would take him on my team.
Nah, I'll take their D line.
I want to be Troy Polamalu, the great value version of Troy Polamalu. That guy.
Yeah. Hey, a poor man's Roy Jones is still a Roy Jones type of talent. So I'm saying
let's just slow it down a little bit now. I mean, he might be a good player, but Polamalu was different. Now
he trains for Polamalu.
Y'all really think Polamalu could really trouble, or he just had great instincts?
It's a little bit off topic, but Polamalu, I watched him play a little bit. He did a lot of bad things. He took too many risks, and he gave up a lot of
cerebral. He's cerebral. He's Richard Sherman. He's cerebral. That dude. When you can time, an actual snap and jump across the line without a penalty the same time the ball is being snapped.
Hey,
don't get me wrong. He was a good player.
The thing about NFL is all those guys are elite athletes, right? The cream of the crop of males, right? As far as athletes. Right. Now you have another level of athleticism. Like you got certain guys, the Bo Jacksons, the Walter Paytons, those. But for Troy Polamalu, he's in that category because he was he was like an outlier athlete. Like he's ridiculous.
Right. Him for our era, the new generation, to me, him and Ed Reed were the two who they didn't really have no coverage. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no defense.
See, that's where y'all miss me with that, because to me, that's where he gets overrated. Troy Polamalu was nowhere near as good as Ed Reed.
Come on.
No, I agree with you there. He just had great instincts.
No, I'm just saying the cream of the crop guys, like everybody's good in the NFL to get to that point. I'm just saying, like the guys that's like, okay, you just above the elite guys, like you above them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Polamalu is in that category. He's in that circle of he's above the average safety. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about Sean Taylor though? He was the complete safety.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like Sean Taylor, Polamalu, Ed Reed, Bob Sanders.
But when we all are looking at Jamel Dean and CD3, for one, they play way too far off receivers to be Dean shutdown corners. That's the first thing for me.
They both press corners. They don't press as much as you would think because they openly say they like to press and play man.
And that's what I'm saying. But when we're seeing them on game day, they're playing like 7 yards off the receiver. 8 yards.
I mean, because you gotta think though. We only have one corner that's speedy, and that's gonna be Dean. Carson Davis.
Come on now.
Yeah, bro. We can't put it.
If you're calling yourself a dog, if you're calling yourself, I don't need help. Okay. You need to be lined up right in front of that receiver all game.
Richard Sherman never did that. He's a read and react guy.
Yeah, but I'm not looking at Richard Sherman as a Deion Sanders, as a
but he is though. But he is he's Hall of Fame talent.
Yeah, but but I'm talking about guys who no matter what, if it's the receiver that's hot right now in the game, or if it's the Andre Johnson, the Marvin Harrison, whoever's lining up, whoever that cornerback is following that receiver all game. That's what I look at.
Yeah, but I mean, but they're good. But they're good. Man to man zone. It's only a few built like that. Don't get it twisted though. But it ain't but a few of them that come. You gotta look. Is Lattimore not Hall of Fame?
Right.
But hold on. But does he follow receivers?
He's always on the number one. Lattimore's always
he does not shadow.
It's about scheme. Like don't forget about scheme, because when you mention cornerbacks, you got to put the scheme they was in consideration as well. You got to put that in there. You just can't say, well, Richard Sherman was really good as far as cover 3.
Right, but I'm saying specifically these type of corners, because this is what CD3 and Jamal Dean.
He's a quick, twitchy guy, and the Bucs have problems with quick, twitchy.
Yeah, so why line him up to get burned? That's playing against his weakness. If he's good playing off the ball and he can react fast, lay some wood to you so you don't get a catch, let him do that. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, Jalen Ramsey doesn't even shadow. And he's the highest paid corner? He don't shadow no one man.
You know Jalen Ramsey be shadowing, man.
Well, early in his career, he did that. Early in his career, now he's kind of more playing the middle now.
Right, but Jalen Ramsey is also a little bit longer in the tooth, correct? He's probably double-digit years at this point.
Now they're moving him to the middle now.
Right, that's what they do.
Jair Alexander is one that didn't shadow. He just did it recently to Justin Jefferson on purpose.
But that's what I'm saying. He's guarding Justin Jefferson.
But he does not shadow him. So meaning if they move him around, for instance,
Lattimore. What about those corners in Miami? Xavier Howard and Byron Jones.
They do it.
Yeah.
They're shadowing.
So Carlton Davis, passes defended. Guess who's number 1 in the NFL as far as cornerbacks, as far as passes defended?
That might be true. It could be Diggs, because he's basically giving up his interceptions to knock down passes and stuff. Now it could be him, or it might be Sauce Gardner.
So I'm gonna help y'all out. So number 1 in the NFL,
Sauce Gardner.
Passes defended is Sauce Gardner.
Yeah,
Rookie.
He made the Pro Bowl this year.
Guess who's number 2? Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey. Number
3. James.
It could be a boy.
Number 4.
A boy from Denver.
Tyreek Woolen, the rookie from Seattle. That's 2 rookies in the top 5. Think about it.
I thought old boy from Denver would have made that list.
No.
I thought he was hurt.
So where's Stephon Gilmore and CD3 on that list?
So Trayvon Diggs is number 12 in passes defended at 14 passes defended. Jair Alexander is number 13.
I mean, he been injured too, off and on. A lot of them dudes been
Carl
injured.
Davis is 23rd.
23rd.
21st.
Is that the highest ranked book?
Okay.
The highest ranked book.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like Carl Davis is not a. Oh my gosh, he's a middle of the pack. Right. Good.
He did have that 1 year though. What was it 2-3 years ago where he was like ranked number
But I
one
told y'all about Carl Davis. He's in the middle of the pack guy.
Yeah, that's still pretty damn high. I thought 21.
I thought it would have been lower than that.
Word.
And how many games he's missed?
That's crazy.
4.
3.
Four games. 4 games. That ain't bad at all.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he's missed games this year too.
Jamel Dean is 26. I'm sorry, 65th.
65th?
Yeah.
Damn.
How many games he's missed this year?
1.
He only missed 1?
No, 2. I'm sorry, 2.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say.
Ooh, yeah, let him walk.
Yeah, you will let him. I think you let him test, because like even if so, if like you had to choose one, you could get S&B back. I feel like cheaper than you could get Jamel Dean back.
Believe it or not, Jamel Dean may have. I mean, I don't want to get off the subject, but Dean might. He might have a little small market.
He will.
He's a Super Bowl champion. You know what I mean? He's gonna be able to capitalize.
He gonna get a look from a team, like a couple teams at least.
But I
you remember that rookie that was guarding Mike Evans in the Browns game?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's number 8, 5th round pick.
Yeah.
What in the hell?
But shoot, what about the other 2 corners?
Wait, 5th round pick, and we drafted Zion in the 5th round.
What in the?
So what did we see in Zion that we didn't see in that guy?
Oh no!
Or was he gone? He might have been gone. Yeah.
But... Zion remind me of Jonathan Banks.
I'm sorry. He was a 3rd round pick. I'm sorry, 3rd round.
Okay, I was about to say. I was like, what?
But I'm saying, like,
yeah.
But he had Denzel Ward and Greedy Williams in Cleveland.
He took their job.
I wanted Greedy.
Greedy
stays
hurt. My old lady and them know them people, man. That dude getting a bag, man. They know them dudes, man. Nah, he.
I mean, Woodland was a 6th round pick.
Tre'Davious White, them dudes.
Wait, Woodland's 8th? You said?
No, Woodland's number 4, but he was 4th in the NFL in pass defender, but he was a 6th round pick. So it's like Seattle.
So like, what did we see in Zion? that we
I
didn't
don't
see in him.
I don't know.
Hey, where is the dude from Denver at, man? What's
You know,
the
Patrick
deal?
Surtain,
Yeah.
he been hurt.
You see,
Oh,
Yeah.
he was.
you
Yeah,
see
he
his,
was. Now he
Bucko.
actually was clowning this year, man.
Yeah, he got hurt early. But he finished at 40th.
Hey, Bucko, you
Yeah,
see, you see, Florida State signed Patrick Surtain to the coaching staff last week too.
Yep, they signed him the other day. Yes, sir.
Go Bucs, baby, or go Noles.
Yes, sir.
Nah, don't be saying no go Knowles in here.
Yeah, man.
No,
We
Quarterback.
Gator
He's
fans.
not
We Gator
quarterback.
fans.
If you had to rank the amount of pressure or as far as the players, we'll get to Todd Bowles. We'll get to Todd Bowles in a little bit. But if you had to rank as far as your top 5 or top 3 as far as players with the most pressure in this game on the Bucs defense, how would y'all rank them?
On our defense?
Wait, repeat, please.
On the defense, the topic is how much pressure on the Bucs defense. Now we're going further down. We're taking the layer off. We're going down to the players. Player wise, your top 3 or 5 as far as pressure to perform at a high level.
White,
Devin White, and Anthony Nelson.
V of A.
I don't think Anthony Nelson don't have too much pressure on him, to be honest.
Nah, he does. He needs to continue what he's been doing.
Yeah,
no, I know he needs to continue it, but I feel like it wouldn't be like
that little juice we're getting from him and creating
turnovers. He's leading in turn. Like we need the turnovers. He's doing the job. The whole defense needs to step up because in the event, the question that he just asked about can we score 18 points? That's going to.
Three
Brother,
on defense.
Huh? The 5 gotta be the 5 gotta be what King Cook. Oh, go ahead.
I couldn't hear what he was asking.
I said, yeah, pick the 3. He said 3 out of the 5 that you feel on defense. Who's got to step up the most? Who's gonna have the most pressure? 3 of the 5.
It's gonna be our dogs. The dudes we currently paying and so forth. We need Carlton Davis. We need Vita. We need our so-called. If you got a C on your jersey, bro, you got a job to do. This is the playoffs. No miscommunication. When he called that play in, we can't have no. Oh well, I ain't get it. Nah, man. No, we can't have that.
I still think it's gonna come down to Villavey, Hakeem Hicks, Nelson, Devin White.
Take Hicks out of there. Take Hicks out of there, bro.
I mean, I think he's gonna benefit. He'll help with the try to establish stopping the run, like at least control the trenches.
We have to.
Yeah.
We have to. Everybody in that starting rotation and the subs coming in, we need.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. You're right.
I mean, those if we had to just pick 5, those are my 5 that I would expect. Those are the 5 I'll be relying a lot on. Those.
Right.
All right, so this is I guess off topic. But last year we did have a rookie show up and show out during the playoffs. We know who he was. My boy keeps shouting his name, but whatever. Which rookie y'all think if we got to pick one? Rashard White, Cade Otton.
I think it's got to be
Devin Tompkins, he was actually starting last week, so we might got a little something working with him. I'm just saying. I mean,
it'd be nice to get a special team return in somewhere though.
Because SMB last year, we know what when we won the Super Bowl, we know what he was doing. That boy was getting them interceptions left and right. So
he look like he's playing for the contract right now, so we can utilize it.
Yeah, I mean, we can get that back. That'll work.
But Vita, man, he's number 1 on the list, though, man. He got to tighten up.
He got to play for that.
Vita just too big.
He got to play for that contract he got.
I just need him to get some Warren Sapp in him, man, and just.
I don't know if it's there, man.
I don't think he has level. Like that mean mentality.
I don't know. I don't think he has no Warren Sapp. Sapp was a totally different player than him. Yeah. Like this guy was more of a nose guy. Sapp was clearly a 3 technique, but he's just. I think the problem is we always want to compare any D tackle to Warren Sapp. That's just the standard we've been that we place
Well,
upon.
not his level of play, just the dog in him.
Yeah,
Like when you that size, you
yeah,
should be a bully, bro.
yeah.
But we just said earlier, like he's too much on the sideline, getting breathers and stuff. Like if he coming down on second down to come, I don't have a problem if he come out on second down to go back in on
He
third.
shouldn't be coming out on third down. That's my problem.
Nah,
He should not be. He should be out there when it's third down.
I can't do that to him though, because you know what? Aaron Donald come out a lot, bro. But he a game record.
Yeah, but Aaron Donald is also getting triple team and double team every
But
single day.
I'm saying with him getting triple. So think about that. He gets triple team. He takes breathers all throughout games because he's just so big and strong. He got to sit down. But yet, look at this man's stats.
Yeah, but Vita don't really have those. He doesn't really have those get off moves. You know what I mean? He's just really that bull rush, clog the middle like what's my name? He used to play for the Packers back in the day.
Reggie White,
Nah, not Reggie White. The big man. The big man.
Holiday,
Nah, down the middle.
Gilbert Brown.
Yeah, Gilbert Brown. He's kind of like that, but we need that pressure. We're gonna need it up the middle because he's gonna be getting double teamed every play too. But he's gonna have to win some of those.
I think that's another thing too that Isaiah might have spoke on. Let's stop drafting just for these bull rush regular run stuffers and just get with the times, bro. We need the athletic, flexible, twitchy. He runs a full something and got many moves in the tool bag to get to the quarterback, bro. Like Michael Parsons type of players, those are the new norms, bro.
I mean, it's bad. It's bad. You know it's a problem when your leading sack guy is a nose tackle, zero tackle.
A nose tackle, man.
Out of sacks, right? So ranking the sacks across the NFL leaders. You mean to tell me the Bucs highest guy at 53? Are you serious? I know Shaq Barrett got hurt. I get it, but I'm just saying. Come on.
But you know what's crazy? What was he doing before he got hurt?
Now he started to come around that Baltimore game.
Yeah, but
that's why he got injured.
But I'm sorry, bro. The money you're making,
he wasn't doing nothing to start
a game. But yeah,
I think we got more sacks towards Shaq being out than we did with Shaq.
I think so. Well, we got hungry guys in. You don't think these guys sitting behind hungry?
Yeah.
We been brought Anthony Nelson's name up when we seen him pop in and pop out. We been brought his name up. Man, we think we might got something with him, and now look at it.
Right, because it still would be nice to be going into Monday's game with him suiting up.
Oh no, don't get it twisted. I would like to have Barrett out there now.
Look, give me a Jeffrey Simmons next to Vita. Give me a Jeffrey Simmons next to him.
Yeah, there's no reason to have two bull rushers in the middle. You want
him and Hicks. The Richardson Jarrett who went to Philly.
Give me Grady Jarrett. Sean Garrett.
I'll take Grady Jarrett.
Matter of fact, what did I do that went to Baltimore in the third or fourth round? What does his stats look like, Bucko? What was his name? Travis Jones, I think.
Oh boy, here we go with that.
But I would love that, like he say, impact players on the D line. Like when you like we all play Madden, man. When you play teams and you see the 2 and 3, two different stars on, like you just know what's going on, bro. Like it just we don't have. It just sucks. We don't have that. If we push in the pocket, that's cool. But then the issue with pushing the pocket is most of the quarterbacks is mobile. So they getting away from that, man. Yeah, they finna run clear around that. Once the coverage breaks down, there you go, 40-yard completion. Right. 30-yard completion. And we sitting here like, what happened? Right. Bro, we not athletic enough, bro. We're just not.
And we rarely ever stunt. Because with Vita, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's another thing that lacks on that D-line because you don't have guys who are versatile and quick enough for us to be hitting those stunts and trying to confuse that offensive line up. You know what I mean? It's everything.
Well, I don't. They too heavy. Injury prone too. Get the falling on other players and stuff, man. Like we just need to get more athletic, man. Just even on the O-line too, man. Get athletic, man. I be seeing some of these the trenches for the Eagles. I ain't gonna lie, they picked the right year to have the schedule they had. Because Lord, bro, Lord have mercy, bro. Them RPOs, man, and what they run plays, and even on the other side of the ball, bro, I just watch the blocking schemes. Jesus.
And Logan Hall, I mean, even with him, son, when you check into the game, was welcome to the league, son. You know what
What
I
did
mean?
he
It's the
do?
player.
Bro,
I never.
am
I'm gonna be
so
real. I didn't hear about Logan Hall until we
I am
drafted him.
so
So like, I don't know what
pissed,
he did in
bro.
college.
Well, we gonna need him Monday night.
I'm sorry, but the fact that I have not heard this man's name ring off at all this year, I'm just like, damn, bro.
Did you know of him? Did you know of him when he was in college?
Nah,
No.
that wasn't what nobody picks
We
up
hear
on.
nothing
We
until
just
the draft rolled around, like on NFL Network. They started hyping him up. That was the only time I heard of him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
But-
even. I wonder what his best season was in college.
Nobody
It's
knows.
just-
He had good measurables.
it's just sad that we traded back, bro.
Right.
We had
Like,
a
what other
perfect
D
alley. We
tackles
had
could we have gotten
we had
there?
the
Like,
we had the
You
perfect
had
alley
two
oop the
females.
next day. The next day to just rip the whole league apart, and
Right.
we do that, bro. Like it was set
I know.
up.
I was at the stadium waiting for their pick, and when it finally got to them, they traded back. So I was like, okay, wow.
Either way,
But did you see what
You
was
gotta be
on the
patient with Logan
board?
Hall. Like, remember I told y'all Logan Hall. It's like with Tryon and Logan Hall. Year 3 for Tryon and year 2 for Logan Hall is huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Let's be real. It's huge.
right.
But why
Yeah.
do we do that? Why do we have to draft and wait 3 to 4 years for our draft picks when everyone else can just draft someone and they instant impact? Like, why do we have to wait?
But
For
it's
a
just
long-
that's your scouting department, your regional scouts, your area
Yeah, it's
scouts.
like-
I mean, that's Jason Light lieutenants and minions. That's them.
Well, what D lineman comes in and just wreck shop their rookie year? I gotta say that most D linemen don't take off.
Well, I
till-
mean more just in general.
Well. I would say there are D linemen that can come in and transition faster to dominate the
But
league.
these are premium guys. Your premium guys in the first 3 rounds. That's what
Yeah,
you
because look at that boy from Georgia who got drafted to the Eagles.
All right, so
They-
you gotta
they
get.
play-
I ain't gonna
you
lie.
gotta get first round.
Anything from Georgia should have got picked up, man. Them dudes.
Yeah,
Man,
I just
that's a
mean,
breeding
like-
ground for D linemen. That's a
I just
breeding
mean
ground.
more in general, like with like Gardner, like first round, like boom, instant impact, cornerback, shut down.
True.
But
Look
they
at
picking high though. They picking high. That's what the premium.
I
guys
know,
are.
yeah, and it's just like, but like we picked high a lot too, and it doesn't. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
we made some bad picks too. So.
Yeah, we made some big packs when we picked high.
bad pick. Like, look at Carolina.
Like it's like what year 4 for Devin White, and we still don't know if he's like that top. Like he's pick number 5.
Let's not go down there no more, guys.
Let's
What you
not go
mean?
down that road. But we
Because we gonna get one of us is about to get pissed off.
No, bro. I'm just saying these Jason Light picks, like just
I
Well,
don't
like,
want to
look, when you
change
start peeling back Jason Light's picks, you start scratching your head.
yeah,
bro.
Based on the entire draft. That's the end of discussion.
I will never forget
Yeah,
that. I
bro.
will never forget that.
Hey, look.
And then another thing.
Hey, isn't
another thing
Robert
with track
Aguayo
record is
Isn't Robert Aguayo his pick?
Right, my man went second round and got Aguayo.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry to have that on your resume. You
And he still got the job. That's the crazy thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
bro.
would have if Tom never came, he would have been gone.
Yo,
When-
bro,
but-
these last two drafts. Now we got a couple of possible potentials, right? But when we played against the Steelers, all of these teams that were struggling, but they still have that consistency in their organization, right? Having all their starters out, practice players stepping up, and they still beat our starters. I mean, son, if anything,
But that's Mike Tomlin coaching is insane.
right? It's coaching,
Yeah,
it's
coaching.
drafting, it's scouting department, it's all of that, son.
That still, but I mean, come on now. Still, you got to say that's a first class organization. They don't
Yeah,
want to pay
that's-
nobody, but they can scout. They know how to find players in the later rounds. Like, can we?
And that's
we
what
got
I'm
this-
saying. Why can't we find that level of consistency on draft day where we're able to find the Brock Purdy? Like Brock Purdy was
I think we messed us all up, bro. Like that 2010 draft where they just drafted all them players and played them as rookies and went 10-6. That messed up everything.
Varner Hargraves, Jonathan,
Okay, man.
all these scrubs, bro.
Here's my issue, man. Them second, I guess y'all saying it. Them second and third team players, bro. Man, we ain't deep at all. Like
These last two drafts,
like this Falcons game, bro.
That was ugly.
I ain't gonna lie. What's coming up off that bench, bro? Y'all talking about what we not drafting? That's cool for the starters. I get that. We can work them in, get reps. But what's behind them?
The depth
Oh
is
my
trash.
God, bro.
I did this like whole like tweet thing because I was kind of like trying to like go through like 2016, like no one's on the team. 2017 is only Godwin. Godwin's the only one on the team from the 2017 draft. And then in 2018, I think like only Villa and Carlton are here because I was like the year we got MJ and I think
about
Jordan.
How many second round picks we cut before their rookie contract was up?
Yeah.
That's another big thing too.
And didn't sign a different teams. Like that's the measure of your draft. If you lose a player and they still in the league, they ain't even in the league.
You realize the reason? Look, the last 3 years, it's been all about trying to win right now.
Yeah.
So moving forward, we should have, and I'm not gonna knock. I guess I'm not gonna knock Jason like too much on certain stuff because I mean our culture as a whole has been losing. We ain't selling out seats in stadiums. We're not generating money to get the right scouting department in the building anyway. Ain't making no money, bro. We lose games and so forth. So I would hope with this Brady effect, it carries on afterwards. I know that's a long shot and that's reaching.
And then they sit here and let John Lynch go to the Niners and build the team we really supposed to have.
Yeah, but we probably didn't have enough money to pay the man.
But did y'all really see John Lynch leaving the Fox booth to become a GM? Did y'all really expect him to have that kind of success?
I mean, I'm sure
John Lynch,
there's always some doubters, but we should have been the first ones in the running that, you want to be a GM? All right, well, you come test it out and try it out with us.
We probably didn't have the bread to give him. 49ers been winning. That's our old winning team. We're an old losing. We're an expansion team that we just don't have that history. We ain't got them type of dollars, man.
The Glaciers is buying.
But for him being a GM for the first time, he ain't got that cachet to ask for that kind of money.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. But that's true. But that's a Hall of Fame. What's that? A first ballot Hall of Fame?
That's our first ballot Hall of Fame.
I ain't this. Then maybe we need to go see what Mike Allstott doing.
It should have been. The deal was so
Derrick Brooks or even Warren Sapp. I know Warren Sapp got some. He got what's the condition he got, man? Warren
Sapp got a lot of input on our team already. You might as well put his.
Put
his input to use.
Nah, but he be in the building.
He would get rid of Devin White though. He let Devin White walk.
Yeah, Warren Sapp was
hell, he don't like beaters.
But like back to the original topic.
But he seen something in Logan Hall that he liked, and I'm trying to figure out where.
I'm trying to figure out in Zion. I'm trying to figure out what he saw in Zion.
Maybe they're not getting enough reps.
Whatever the case may be, man, we need Logan Hall to step up Monday night. Whatever reps you get, let's go. We need that juice.
Defense just got to play lights out.
They have to. They got to, bro. They are our anchor. They are our cornerstone, son.
Yeah.
We know we can rely on our defense for what it is, how it looks from week to week. We know we got to rely on them. You know what I'm saying?
If from a defensive standpoint, can we play good against Dallas without getting a turnover, or do we need to force a turnover?
I want to force it. We're gonna have to play.
That's our game.
Turnover.
I'm gonna be honest. Given the season we,
that's our game. We create turnovers. Our defense creates turnovers. We get turnovers.
That's our game lately. That's not our game all season.
Well, I'm saying it's been up lately. But we're gonna, like Isaiah said, we're gonna have to be a team we pretty much haven't been all year in all phases of football. That means special team. Yes, I'm finna say it. They need to be flawless. Right. I don't know what flawless means for our special teams, but that means Sickup makes all his kicks. Maybe that means we don't have stupid stuff which our MVP is our kicker. Hey. That boy is nice. That the kicker himself, I'll roll with that. Because he saved our game. He doesn't pull off that move.
Saved our game.
That's what I mean. Our punter. If he doesn't do that, we lose. Bottom line, we lose that
Hey,
game.
Hey Isaiah, I don't know if this is like too off topic, but I kind of like put like special teams and defense kind of like in the same way. What's Dallas special teams ranking?
I know they getting 20 yards of return with that Turpin dude.
Yeah. I mean, we just gotta be
that dude there is that man that looks quicker than Tyreek Hill for some odd reason.
I'm just curious to see where their whole thing ranks as a whole, like where their whole special teams is. Real quick.
We know Kamada's gonna kick it deep. You know what I'm saying? We're not worried about that.
He just can't outpunt the coverage. That's all it is.
You know what I mean? And in the last few weeks, he's been doing a real good job of
he's the MVP of the Panthers game. Like I love Mike and everything, but he's the MVP.
I need to hit Sal up. Anybody out here in Dallas? Because I stay out here in Dallas. I need to hit Sal up. See if he want to go to Texas Live. I'm going to Texas Live with everything on Buccaneer.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, man.
Am I going to be the only one at the game?
We gotta take this thing, man. It's gonna be all about Dallas and what they do.
I don't know. We was deep week one. Now I don't know. The stadium was kind of red, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You talking about from a return standpoint or a punting standpoint?
I just mean just like in general, like their special teams is like as a whole.
What they're ranked.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, you can go in that too if you want to go in advance, like you've been.
And it's gonna be all eyes on the Bucs. You know what I'm saying? We at home. We got
nervous out here. They're nervous. They don't want to talk. I'm on Facebook. I'm trying to threaten.
I know Dallas scared. I knew Dallas fans didn't want to play.
I ain't gonna lie.
They didn't want to play us.
Yeah, Jerry right in his interview.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what the issue is. They don't like that last outing against the Commanders, bro. And that's your starters.
Are they mad at Dak?
Man, they mad at the whole team right now.
But I'm saying though, they've been. What?
Like they are now saying screw that 12-4 record, bro. Like I got a whole bunch of homeboys. Like we don't see how we 12-4, bro. This is not a real 12-4 team.
And above anything else, right? When we see this game on Monday night, this game is gonna tell us where we're really at.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna know right off top. You understand what I'm saying? If we've been seeing this inconsistent up and down team like we seen all year, we already know what time it is. We talking about for the chip now. You know what I'm saying? We're not just talking about for 1 week. We talking about for the chip. But if we come see that defense ferocious, it's hitting everything that moves. They sideline to sideline. Everything's on lock. Offense is like a well-oiled machine. We get up and down the field. We're scoring points. Everything looks good. Then we know we're going to have a shot to win the chip.
This is what I will say. And you know, I think this is, you know, when you get the finest Brady, when you get the best version of him, because this is what people play for.
Right.
Man, and basically spent most of his career in the playoffs.
Right.
You know, his winning percentage in the playoffs is what the Dallas franchise is. And these dudes got the most, well, they had the most chips at one point, but for that, preparation should be at an all-time high. I seen the dudes say, man, this coaching staff sucks for the Bucs. And this is a Bucs fan. Todd Bowles, man, first year in the playoffs. How, bro? This is the same staff that won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing changed, just the position.
And we got that experience going in. One of the few teams, you know, going into the postseason, we have that. And who's to say?
3 years in a row. It's nothing.
Why
because of that, Isaiah, the pressure, the whole Bucs organization, we didn't been here before. So at the end of the day, it's no excuses.
Right.
No excuses. I get what the numbers read, but as it stands, we're 0-0.
Right. So
this is the season just started. So that what you and Mike Evans did against Carolina, I better see it when I see Dallas. Oh, they're missing each other. How? Why? Y'all didn't just meet each other, bro. Leonard Fournette, figure it out, man. Figure it out. Get your feet out the mud when you run, bro.
Word up.
You got playoff Lenny for a name. Do not come in here with this sluggish running, because if not, hey, we don't mind Rashard. We don't mind Rashard White. We don't mind him running.
You mentioned special teams. Kickoff returns. Return average for the league. The Bucs are 4th in the NFL at 25 yards per return.
The Bucs is 4th?
So we get yards on kick return basically.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
That's that.
Is that fourth good or is that fourth?
I messed it up. I'm sorry.
Right, you saying fourth from the bottom.
My bad. I messed it up.
Boy, I was about to say.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I was reading that wrong. I'm
Ain't
sorry.
no way Clyde Richardson coming back next year. No.
No, not Clyde Richardson. Keith Armstrong.
Keith Armstrong, yeah.
My bad, folks. I apologize.
I was like, really?
Nervous because I was like,
Did Devin Tompkins make that much of a difference?
It's like that show. Look, the eye test and the numbers don't match at all.
Then when the commercial break or something,
Bucs kick return unit. That's catching the ball and running it. 21 yards per return.
Yikes.
That's bottom 10.
We can't even get to the 25-yard line without a touchback.
No, we ain't get no punt return yard.
That's 26 in the NFL.
That's terrible. And it's not even on Tompkins. It's just our coverage is just as bad.
I got to see what we finna
Mopar?
do with him on. I got to see what we doing. I'm sorry. I got to see what we finna do with Tompkins on offense, bro. He started last week.
Hey, Mopar,
like
Mopar, you see Sal's thing? He said he'll be there, Mopar.
I need to get his number. I need to. You got his number, Buccos? I know he ain't gonna put it in group. If somebody, I gotta figure out how to get his phone number.
Yeah, they kickoff return is awful.
Yeah, terrible.
Return, we got to be bottom of the league with that too.
But you got to think half the season it was. When did we get rid of Darden? When did we finally get rid of Darden and the other?
That was after the Browns game, right? Was that after the Browns? Mickens was better than Darden, in my opinion.
What's so crazy is Darden looked good, which is why they made the switch. And then I don't know if he got hit one of them returns, but it turned into I'm going out of bounds.
Nah, I'm going straight.
Jake Kamada is ranked 5th, 48.8 yards per punt.
That boy,
he's a good punter. He's a good punter. He could be in the running for if there was like special teams player of the year or whatever.
Bro, he saved our season.
Yeah, he saved our season. that was our best pick in this draft.
I'm really probably finna get a small Kamada jersey just to have.
Yeah, I might get a Kamada jersey too. I almost got it. When we had Brian Anger, he was going to be the only jersey I got because that's when we sucked so bad.
And wait a minute, he's a righty too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That boy did that with his left foot, man.
Yeah, yeah. He kicked that with his he's not even dominant.
That man kicked that thing with his left foot, bro.
That's an athlete right there.
The Bucs special teams unit. Again, we on the same topic here.
Oh Lord.
Field goal percentage.
Oh, I don't want to know.
Yeah. No, where's MVP at?
Over there.
Where's MVP?
Where's Byron?
Where's the dude that said he's MVP?
81%, which is 10th worst in the NFL.
Is that inside the 40?
General. Period.
Hey, we just don't do good in that department. I'm sorry. In my head,
50 plus yard field goals. 50 plus yard field goals. 2 for 7.
Look, bro. Did you see his last kick? Did you see how wide left that thing went?
And he had 2 blocks.
Word, and Kamada don't kick field goals?
That's what I was looking at. Why he can't kick field goals? I bet he could, bro.
31.
I bet he could.
38. 81% clip.
Damn.
That is horrible.
That man
it's crazy because we drafted that kicker this year too, Jose Borgales, whatever his name was.
He had a bigger leg.
Yeah, he had a bigger leg, but he was not accurate at all.
Right.
It's just crazy when you remember when BA took the penalty on purpose because he said we wanted to get
for Matt Gay.
Matt Gay. Hey, we lost the game because he couldn't kick from the right. That man said we wanted to kick him from the left side.
Okay. So you're reading the Bucs ones, and then you got Dallas up next because I want to see if Dallas might get some points from special teams perspective too.
Hey, what is that percentage on field goals from him? Who? What's that kicker over there? That's that Mauler guy, the rookie. Because they're
Cowboys.
Yeah, they got a rookie they've been using because no, it ain't Zerline. He's for the Jets. Nah, that's the
Cowboys
Jets.
The Cowboys kicker. He's ranked 8th at 90% clip.
And when did he start kicking? Because it was late in the season. Because I played fantasy. Because he popped up out of nowhere.
29 for 32.
Yeah, he ain't been kicking all season.
8 for 10, 50+ yard kicks.
Yeah, bro, he a beast. It's a rookie.
And he 1 for 1, 60+.
Yeah, bro, he a beast. He a beast. I'm telling you, in fantasy, what his name is start with an M or something.
60-yard field goal? You can make those? Bro. You can make those in this league?
Yeah, you can.
For real? I didn't know that.
Is gonna have a solid offensive line.
Do you not recall Matt Prater?
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
boy,
man.
there's a reason why I said this game better not come down to 3 points in Arizona or we're done. That boy, what's the longest field? I think he done made like a 62 or something before. Yeah, man.
Gonna be having to kick in the playoffs. You're gonna have to be kicking 50+.
Yeah, and all those kicks, all the special team needs to count in this playoffs because you cannot mess up.
Y'all want to talk about?
But he was clutch. He was clutch in the Super Bowl run. So I'm gonna give him that.
I want to bring this up back to the Bucs defense, right? And getting to Dak and getting pressure. So let me give y'all this sacks.
Have to.
The Cowboys O-line?
Yes, we're talking about the Cowboys O-line.
So
they've only allowed 27 sacks. That's ranked number 4.
Right.
One.
Fourth fleece? Or fourth
lead.
Fourth lead. All right. Because I saw someone in chat say like they don't give up a lot of sacks, but pressures is different.
We'll get to that. But the 4th least sacks, 27. Number 1 is
Bucs.
The Bucs.
22.
No, it ain't us.
Oh, we 22.
No. They only allowed 22, which is the least.
I would say Brady ain't been running for his life like that, man.
Because Brady gets rid of the ball. He gets rid of the ball as soon as it gets
he does screw the numbers.
Which
I ain't gonna disagree with that.
In general, that hurts the offense. Throwing the ball so fast, it does. Because we don't have that guys. Told y'all this. So with that says, Cowboys don't give up a lot of sacks, but there is always a but. Always a but. Pressures.
We got to get exotic with the blitz. We got to try to confuse them.
Nah, we just need to delay blitz. Is Devin White. He just got to get home, bro. It worked week 1. We got to do it again.
And quarterback pressures.
Huh?
I'm gonna say they're top 15.
Tyron Smith, is he back? Is he playing this week or he was on IR for the whole year?
Right.
Oh yeah, Tyron Smith's been back.
I think their whole starting O-line should be.
I think
they getting their center back too. They getting everything.
They might have moved him to right tackle or guard or something like that.
Yeah, they swapping around some players from what I've been hearing on the radio.
Like, we don't do that, but like they'll do that. Any other team like swap their O-line.
No, we don't do nothing. We just swap O linemen in mid game.
We don't decide to move anyone.
Number 76.
Hey, we rotate offensive linemen.
We rotated offensive linemen mid game. That's what we do. And then when you do it, you got, I'm going to make a T-shirt with the Todd Bowles face. That's what I'm going to do.
Dude,
here's the pressure rate for the Cowboys. They're number 1 in the NFL.
So is Dak extending plays, which is why the sacks aren't there?
Well, the pressure rate is high for them. Well, they had injuries too. I mean,
I ain't gonna lie though, man. The numbers though, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of bring up the stats from the Vikings game, because I feel like half their stats come from that one game. That game was bad, bro. I think everybody might have got 4 sacks apiece in that game. It was horrible, man.
Man, look, like I say, come Monday night, all the stats is out the window. We're gonna see what it is off the rip. It ain't gonna be no hiding. All of that Leonard Fournette on the sideline pouting, looking like you about to cry. None of that, son. Where the dogs at, man? This is for the chip. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see who wants it, because we know it's not gonna. It can't be. Every game is not gonna be. It come down to the 4th quarter and the quarterback fumbled the snap or fumbled the pitch or it's something like that. They don't use the timeouts right. It ain't gonna be none of that. We're not. It's not.
No.
We're not always going to be in a situation where we have to come back and win. Not to say
We
that it
have
can't happen in the playoffs, but we can't bank on that every single game. You know what I mean?
they are a 3-point favorite based off of Vegas.
And we at
Yet
home. And I'm like,
and
come
yet
on.
yeah, we at home, but if we have to be honest, the odds is on our side because I mean this is a coaching staff. We don't win a Super Bowl with this coaching staff. Some of
We
these
got
players,
this.
y'all know we at home, so
We
we
got
should.
the championship pedigree. Our team. Now it'd be one thing if it was just Brady coming over and we're playing the Cowboys. Okay, we know Brady won the ring, but the rest of the guys, like they got the ring together. You know what I'm saying? So we know how to do this.
Yeah,
It's time to
I don't
turn up
disagree.
against
Yeah,
the
I don't
Eagles,
disagree with you.
against the Niners, against the
Hey, is
Cowboys.
Jalen Hurts fully healthy?
Man, he's a GOAT, man.
I don't know if he's fully healthy, but he'll
Is
probably
he
be
fully
like up
healthy?
there.
None of us are fully healthy at this point.
Hey, let
baby,
me
but we're all-
I'll read this super chat. So we got like Toy Calvin with the $5 super chat. He said, "Winning first down is paramount. The genius of Todd Bowles is really apparent when we can get you in obvious passing situations. Don't let Dak front run."
There you go.
Yeah.
We gotta hit him. We gotta hit him early. We gotta hit him often, son. Vita Vea, I don't want to see you sucking wind on the sideline, son. I need you in the game. Like
I
you
feel
got
like Nacho got more energy than Villa sometimes.
right. Whether it's Nacho, whether it's Ghostin, whoever is gonna be Logan.
What a Nacho trooper at because he said that boy gonna be MVP.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, Nacho.
Oh, here's another advanced stat here I want to give y'all. Defensive adjusted value over average. DVOA. It's basically the defensive ranks that gives you like the totality of the plays, the type of plays.
So like everything.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of gives you the total amount of how the defense look, right?
Okay.
And I can only view the top 5, but this is interesting. Guess who's number 1?
Guess who's number 1? Right?
Somebody got a saw out this time of
I
night.
know someone working.
Guess who's number 1? Defense, the number 1 team in the NFL DVOA, defensive wise.
Number 1 defense.
What's DVOA?
DVOA, that's going ratings, that's probably 49ers, bro.
Is it 49ers?
Probably Patriots.
No, 49ers.
What is DVOA?
I'm gonna read it again. Okay, here we go. Follow along. So it's the defensive adjusted value over average. How much more average, or how much are you above average, or how far are you away from the average? Right. That's the general of the meaning of it. Now I can get into, I can read all that other stuff, but that's too complicated.
Then it could be the Cowboys. It could be the Cowboys because of the turnovers they got.
Number 2 is the Cowboys.
Oh,
okay.
Number 3, the Patriots. Number 4, the Bills. Number 5,
I thought
the
the Patriots would be up there.
The Bills made the list.
But you said the Vikings are number 5?
No, Jets.
Oh, Jets. I thought you said Vikings. I was like, what?
So that's
And
interesting.
number 1 was the 49ers.
Yes, and the Cowboys are number 2.
Okay.
Defense wise.
Yeah, they got a mean pass rush, man. They get after it.
Dude.
So
I mean, they kind of do everything okay, but the run. You know, and think about it when you're dropping 35 on people's head, how often do you have to defend the run? So that's usually what happens. You play right into their hands.
The best offenses have the positive DVOA. The best defenses have the negative DVOA.
Right.
That's how that works. So negative means good defensive wise. That means you ain't doing nothing against them.
Right.
So y'all got that part?
Is there a stat for the offense as a whole, like that one, for the Cowboys?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I can only see just they used to be available to me, but they made it membership only now.
Oh, you can't find that like on NFL Plus or anything?
Offensive wise, I'm gonna go there too. I just want to see from this standpoint. Football outsiders, I just don't want to look at the same stats all the time. But I want to see other ones how they rate. DVOA for offense. That means plus. Number 1, the Chiefs. Number 2, the Bills. Number 3, the Eagles. Number 4, the Bengals. Number 5, the Lions.
Yeah, Lions offense was really good this year.
That's plus. That's on the plus side. That means they're scoring, they're moving the ball, they're getting yards, they're getting first downs, completion percent, all that factored into a formula.
Mm-hmm.
Bucs ain't nowhere near that.
Yeah, we bottom 100%.
Yeah,
Right. Everything's stacked against us. You know, everything's stacked against us. But the best stat we have against all of these NFC teams in the
His experience.
right, man. We got that experience on how to win that chip.
So if like we're basing, if you were like a stats person just basing this on stats, the Cowboys have the advantage for.
I said on paper they're supposed to blow us out. I've been
on
telling
paper
them.
they're supposed to blow us
I said
out.
on paper. I've been telling Cowboy fans on paper y'all supposed to blow us out. That's not how the game gonna go, and y'all know that.
Fact.
It does help that Micah got that hand wrap too.
So the Bucs, I got to the Bucs DVOA rankings, right? So I found it. I can figure this out. So
yeah.
Total DVOA for the Bucs. That's offense, defense. It's factoring everything. The Bucs are negative 0.7. That's 17th in the NFL. When you factor in everything, offense, defense, special teams, they factor in everything. They 17th in the NFL. What did I tell y'all? Probably before the season was over with. The Bucs are a middle of the pack team. I literally told y'all that.
Right.
I told y'all that. I test numbers wise that it a middle of the road team.
Right.
We all saw this. Like this, we can't be surprised.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna continue though.
Okay.
Offense, 0.4%. That's 16th in the NFL. That means you're average out of 32 teams, right? That's right in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Defense, 13th in the NFL. Not bad. Special teams, DVOA. Y'all gonna laugh at this one. 31st, negative 4%. What did I tell y'all about special teams?
Tompkins got to come through for us, baby.
Anybody remember?
You can't. Tompkins could do everything right, but our coverage is just terrible.
It don't matter. The special team's still bad.
Right. It doesn't matter.
Don't matter.
Still bad. Negative 4%. 31st in the NFL. That is disgusting. Again, for the what are we doing?
Who's behind us? The Chargers?
What are we doing? Even the Chargers improved.
Right.
Oh.
Tompkins got to make
for
a
the Chargers
play.
for the last 10 years.
I didn't even. We're 31st. Who the heck is behind us?
That shows you how much special teams affects the Bucs.
It's probably Houston Texans.
It probably is Texans.
That shows you. And I've been saying this pounding the table for the last several years since I started this channel. Special teams, I don't care. We have one of the worst special teams.
Even special teams can win you games. Special teams can win you a lot of games.
Kicking the ball the way he's kicking the ball, the Bucs special teams as a whole still bad.
You're right. But Tompkins is gonna have to make a play or two for
Once again, it goes back to that's another area that they have to be exceptionally well, and they haven't been all season long.
Right.
They're going to play beyond
right
what they are.
Right.
we are better off.
In all fairness, that's what happens when professional teams get to the postseason. You have to play above and beyond your expectation, people's expectation of you.
You know
what you didn't even. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to that level. You know what I mean? And we have that experience. At least we do have that experience coming in. To when times do get tough in the game, we know how to kind of overcome it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that's
I think Isaiah point he getting that, because I don't disagree with you. That's why I feel the way I feel. Everything I've been looking at, this is what you play for. We got here ugly, so at the end of the day, bro, it is what it is. But I think what Isaiah is saying in the event, I think what he's saying, in the event this game goes the way that on paper it's supposed to go, there's nothing to be said. It's on paper.
You can't really say anything.
Right. Yeah.
So what we saying we're saying from a spiritual side, like, yeah, bro, like we know we've been here.
Right.
I always use this. This is why I always use this phrase, so nobody don't try to trip my words up. Going into the game,
right?
I'm preparing y'all the reality, like going into the game, reality wise, not optimistic and hopeful and all this. Reality wise, going into the game, this is what it is. So if the outcome of the game matches the eyeball test and the numbers, you can't get mad.
Right. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm just let a brother dream. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be the fairy tale story. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. You know what's sad, Isaiah? You said that our kickoff return is like 21 yards, right? Yeah. You know what's sad? It's better for a kicker and kickoff to not punt in the touchback zone to get less yards than actually going for the touchback. That's what's sad.
And
They are better off not kicking in the end zone.
Oh, by the way, the season projections, DVOA wise, they project us to win 11 games, which I said 12-5, 11-6. So I was right about this team. I was pretty much with the schedule. I was pretty much right on cue with these analytic nerds. They do way more than me. But this little Isaiah just looking at the schedule, looking at the team, 12-5, 11-6. Oh, boom. I mean, I'm telling you, we watched football all season long. We watched NFL 22. Going into the season, I'm like, I'm looking at the schedule. I'm like, why y'all saying 17-0? Or some of y'all. Well, not y'all guys, but 16-1. Where y'all getting this from? 13-4 and 14-2. Where is this coming from? Are y'all really watching football? Or are you just going with
We were 11. We were on paper 11 to 12 win team, bro.
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
And that's looking at the teams on paper.
Yes.
And looking at what we have and what we expect with the coaching staff, Tom Brady, the defense, but nothing. No, 11 undefeated season. I don't know what Brady.
We underperformed.
Right now, the one thing I will say is I didn't really account for all the guys that we paid.
Nobody think about this. Going into the season, every fan base has a projection, right? When you look at your schedule and you be realistic, the realistic fan bases out there, or the people that's in those fan bases, you look at the schedule for exactly what it is, with no emotions, with just straight up real raw reality, and you give your projection. And then when you start seeing others kind of matching, like these other databases and like these computers putting these formulas and calculating it together, you're like, well, it made sense. But then you got the delusional fans, they tend to go well above and beyond what the reality is. And then they get mad. That's why I don't get mad. That's why I do not get mad.
Nah, we all know what we seeing on Sunday, on game day, Everybody's always
projected DVOA for the Bucs was 20%. Number 1 in the NFL. Wow. And we finished at 17.
Media.
I don't get caught up in media. I don't do it. This is why I always laugh. I always laugh when I hear these people talking. I'll be like, y'all following the script? This is a script.
What is our record on primetime games?
Probably what? Well, we had what, 5 this season? What, in the regular season? So we had was the Ravens. Ravens was primetime.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens, Cowboys, and
Chiefs was primetime, right?
Yeah, Chiefs was primetime. Saints was primetime.
Saints was primetime.
Did we go what? 3-2? 3-2.
Yeah, there we go. 3-2.
Went 3-2 on primetime.
It was ugly though. It was ugly. Shout out to Toy Calvin. $5 super chat. We can move the ball between the 20s. Red zone and third down is where we took a step back. We don't have an off-script quarterback, so we have to execute.
That's short play action. You know what I'm saying? You get him a little. You know how Brady like that little play action. He get a little 1 or 2, and he ready to pop it right there. So I don't know, man. We're gonna see.
So, fellas, as we talked about the pressure on the Bucs defense, there is some pressure involved with this situation. Whether we agree to disagree in some areas, that's fine. That's a typical conversation. But just in general, look, man. Just from a talking point, it's pressure, and Devin White is on my radar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. He's on mine because of what he did the first game. He did wreck that game. He did. He wrecked that game.
You want to get paid Roquan 5-year, $100 million contract? Well,
easy.
Well, here you go. Stage is yours. The stage is
yours. And wasn't Devin earlier in the season the one talking about how he was getting bored out here?
Now, don't be bored now.
Right.
Yeah, you better not be bored.
Yeah. The light is on you.
Because I'm telling you right now, win or lose, if you don't show up, I'm on it. I'm on you. I'm on you. I'm telling y'all right now. And it's not even going to be on no personal stuff. It's just strictly football.
Well, they have all 22 for playoffs too?
Yes.
Okay, just make sure.
I'm on you. I'm on you, Devin White. I am on you. You want $100 million? You want Darius Shaquille Leonard money? Or Shaquille Darius Leonard? You want to get Roquan Swift money? The Fred Warner money? Well, here you go. Here
So
you go.
he asked for $20 million a year.
He want that 18 to 20.
The allowed Staples, LSU.
Put up or shut up,
because you
right now he was
on my radar. I want to see
right
some
now
game changing plays.
Right.
I don't see him just running around making tackles. That's cool. That's you a linebacker. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right. Wreck the game.
Disrupt
the game. Be a force.
I don't want to see him washed by the guards.
Right.
I don't want to see a center take you 20 yards down the field.
I want to see him hit somebody hard for once instead of slinging them to the ground.
Yeah, like it's like what Mopar said. I don't want him to be on. I don't want him to be on like a piggyback ride.
You think everybody a horse, man? Stop.
Yeah, bro.
So right now,
but that's why he be tearing up folks. You know, tearing up folks.
Yeah, that's why he be injuring people because he don't tackle good.
I'm on you, Devin White. I promise you. I'm not gonna let you live down this. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be on you all off season because your 50 options been picked up. You know what happens if you don't perform well? They're gonna be like, we gonna trade this guy.
Yeah, we gonna.
They're gonna take his Jordan sponsorship away too.
Oh, and then if he's a bust and he leaves, you gonna be on J Fly too.
Now, let's keep this in perspective too. He was the top 7 pick.
Yeah, he was round 5. I mean, not yet. Pick
top 5.
Pick 5.
Oh well, okay, all right, okay.
I don't remember the linebackers that were taken after him, except Bush.
Devin Bush was the only one that I recall behind him. They both top 10.
All I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about Devin White. But there is pressure. Now, Todd Bowles to close this out with Todd. But let's close this out with Todd Bowles. How much pressure is on him?
A lot.
I mean,
you're in the playoffs with a losing record.
That all-out blitz in the last playoff game.
Does he have the most pressure?
Yes,
yeah, bro. You're in the playoffs with a losing record.
Yeah. You're in the playoffs with a losing record. You need
with Tom Brady under center. So him and Byron Leftwich, bro, man.
And you already know if we lose, the media is going to get on him and not Tom anyway. So he's already going to take all the blame.
If they lose, they're going to try to push the narrative to have him fired.
Yeah.
Like you'll probably hear that tomorrow on ESPN or Fox. You will probably don't be surprised you see a story like that, somebody pushing that narrative tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's already cleaned it up by saying, I'm telling you, I don't know how y'all didn't hear them saying, hey, he would have brought a different crew in. He's on record saying that. So, you know, they feel he's got to get a fair shot. He won't get fired at all, man.
They're gonna make you get a second year at least.
Yeah. They'll make on fire coaches like that anyway.
Nah, they'll make Byron leave though.
Yes, Byron's gonna be the scapegoat if they do that, in my opinion.
They're ready to say this is still BA's team anyway.
Yeah, he ain't itching to come back anyway. So.
Yeah. There's immense pressure on Bulls, especially because what happened last year in our last playoff game, miscommunication on that defense.
You know what though? Let me. I got this is a little awkward. This is a curveball, and y'all gonna be like, what the hell? So going back to the 2019 draft, does anybody remember what round Anthony Nelson was picked? Right off the bat, tell me right now.
Fourth
round.
I think he was a 6th pick.
Fourth round pick. So guess who was picked right in front of him?
Scotty.
Take a wild guess. Just one guy. Pass. Just
a pass rusher.
It's probably Michael Parsons. He was picked late, wasn't he?
It was Max Crosby.
Oh no!
Can you believe that?
When was Michael Parsons picked?
No. Let's stay on that. Let's stay. Max Crosby was.
And he's not bad at all.
Anthony Nelson
went to the Raiders. John Gruden picked him
and got the bag out there too.
And they messed up, and the Raiders messed up that whole 2019 draft. That whole draft class is going except him.
Now, the reason why I brought this up is guys in Devin White's class, and I'm gonna go down this list, and these guys that they've gotten paid, right? So I just want to bring you kind of want to stay with their class, right? So Devin White, class of 19, right? So the guys that got paid, Bosa, Quentin Williams gonna get paid, Josh Allen, T.J. Hockenson, Ed Oliver. Rashawn Gary gonna get paid. Christian Woods gonna get paid. Christian Lindstrom gonna get paid. Brian Burns gonna get paid. Dexter Lawrence will get paid. Jeffrey Simmons definitely gonna get
We
paid.
could have had Brian Burns. Man.
Let me
Kyler
see.
Murray, did he get paid? He got paid.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's gonna get paid. Deebo Samuels in the second round. He's gonna get paid. Murphy Bunn was in the second round, by the way. So
Yeah, Murphy Bunn was second round.
Yeah, Elton Jenkins, he got the bag. Eric McCoy, Saints center, he'll get the bag.
Dean was in that round too.
Yeah, he was in that round too. AJ Brown. Yeah, I mean,
we got Dean in the second round.
No, he was third round.
No, I know. I just mean in that class. That's what I meant.
Yeah, in that class. Yeah, Dean was a third round pick. Dean, he was a third. But I'm just saying, like when you want to get paid, that means you got to be exceptionally good. I'm naming. They got the back DK Metcalf.
Was Josh Allen in that draft?
Oh, he was 18.
He was 18. Okay.
So to get paid, you got to be Terry McLaurin. You got paid, so you got to be elite. So Devin White is like in the middle, like he's just kind of just.
That's correct. We could have had Brian Burns, man.
You want to get paid the big bucks, you got to be exceptionally well.
Yeah, man, like especially, man, I just
it's like you said when you talk about that, Devin White doesn't scream out when you talk about that class.
He's good, but
yeah, he's good.
Hey, man, you got to be super elite.
I'm gonna be watching Vita Vea close, man.
He's the most
he's gonna be on snap count. He's gonna be on snap count. Yeah. He's not healthy.
Yeah, Devin White's one of the most athletic linebackers.
If there's any Jensen fans in here thinking he's gonna play, just leave the chat now.
Does he got one more week, or is this his final week?
He has more weeks. He has more weeks. He'll be on a snap count potentially next week.
No, I meant his 21-day window.
Yeah, look. Todd Bowles already said he's just progressing. That man ain't ready to play, man. No. We might see him in the Super Bowl if by a miracle we get there. He plays in the Super Bowl, bro. He gonna throw off the whole
he can't because he has to be activated in 21. He can't if we got to the Super Bowl, he couldn't play because he's not activated. He has to be activated.
They activate him, but that doesn't mean he'll play though. Is what I'm saying. Him playing, I don't want him playing. He'll throw off all the continuity, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I just don't know I don't think he was gonna get activated. That's my thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're right, man. Devin White, man. I mean, bro, this is it. The big lights. You're top 10 pick. Get live stables, LSU. This is you, man.
Mm-hmm. I just want to get y'all minds right because I know come Monday it's gonna be popping up in here. I'm just saying, don't get scared, y'all.
No, never.
Don't get scared. Don't get
I know.
mad.
I wish I could be in that live stream, but I'll be at the game, so I can't really.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're gonna be in.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be at the
Texas Live, man.
I should have flew to Dallas.
Yeah, bro.
No.
Hey.
I should have flew to Dallas.
Yeah, y'all should all had a watch party.
Hey, Isaiah, it's tomorrow's Friday, bro. We can make it happen now. What you want to do? We can talk off script.
I'm looking up right now.
Yeah, I'm talking up. We can talk off script now.
Hey, you get to go meet Sal.
I know, right? I'm a grumpy man. But yeah, man, let me know. We can talk off script. And, ain't Monday Martin Luther King Day?
Yes,
yeah.
Yep.
And especially because Levante, he's gonna be busy covering Schultz all night. Because we can't rely on Devin to cover Schultz.
Damn, them tickets expensive.
You already know.
Last minute though. It's last minute.
I knew those tickets would be pricey.
Yeah.
Dang it, man.
And it's Monday night, prime time.
Well, Monday is the worst days to fly on too. So.
Nah, I mean, what would the bus take?
Go all the way. Are we will we get another home playoff game, or this is just it?
It depends. It depends on if Seattle beats San Francisco by
no, because Seattle is 9-8. We're 8-9. That we ain't getting no more home games.
No, but it goes off seeding, doesn't it?
That's right. You're right. So
if Seattle won and we beat Philadelphia, the championship would run. It's weird.
Hashtag probability versus possibility.
What? Who Seattle got? They got who?
Actually, that might be a close game just because it's division, but I expect San Francisco.
Who they play? Who is Minnesota playing?
Seattle play each other this
Oh,
Giants.
they not beating them. I mean, anything can happen. You're right.
Wait a minute.
So like we can have another home playoff game, but we probably just gonna only have the wild card.
Is it in Seattle or is it in the Bay?
It's different. It's
In the Bay. Who is Minnesota playing this weekend?
the Giants. They're playing the Giants.
The Giants.
Who's seen that coming?
And that was a close game the last time they played.
That was a field goal game, the 60
Yeah, it's a
yard.
field goal game.
Well, I might be able to get. I have to fly Spirit though. I don't like.
Hey, come on, hey, Isaiah, make that happen, cause we
They
can talk
got
about
whatever
mine.
it takes.
Y'all probably get lit over in Texas.
We going back to Texas live, man. That's Cowboy Nation, right in the heart of it.
I'll if I take that flight, I'll get there at 12:00.
Yeah, go ahead and make that flight, man. I'd rather enjoy that game with Buccos.
And
then the last time we played, didn't Dak say at the end of the game if they was going to see us or something like that?
I know, right? Ain't that ironic how that's actually going to happen this year?
Man,
He said we'll see y'all again in the playoffs. But no, that was last year.
That was last year. The
Yeah, that was
opening
last
game
year.
that said we'll see y'all again.
And here we are.
We done seen them twice too.
Oh, I'm gonna think about this, man. I'm gonna think about this.
You're gonna shut Zeke ass down.
What's up with Spirit? What's so bad about it?
We're gonna shut Pollard down.
Because what'll happen is, Isaiah, you get here, you can just come straight to me. I can come pick you up. Or I think your people's out here. However you want to do it.
I'm gonna think about it. I hate last minute. Well, fellas, so we got one more super chat.
He's an off-ball linebacker. He already behind the eight ball.
Yeah, that's true. Off-ball linebackers don't get paid a lot of money. You definitely don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that. So, fellas, anybody want to wrap this up as far as your take on the freshman situation?
Just defense just to like step up in like a major way. We need to go from 80% to 100% perfect game. Like, I mean, obviously you can have that perfect game, but you can have that perfect kind of get that mentality of, especially in the like if you don't make a miscommunication, do it in their territory. Don't do it at the red zone and like y'all run into each other and then you do like the Spider-Man training. It was like, bro, that's on you. No, it's on you. Because I see it too. You see it. I think, does Devin call the plays or does Levante call the plays?
No, probably Levante.
Well, one of them. You see it whenever they call plays. I swear they be giving like the cornerbacks like the weirdest looks too because they already feel like they in like the wrong position or whatever. I feel like when they call, sometimes they don't like get there because like they'll tell them like move or like whatever. I just feel like the corners like never really like fully understand like what's the move about to happen, and it shows too because they all
hope they're not doing nothing on camera.
Like,
man, 9 days ago that flight was $100.
Damn.
What is it? What is it now?
$381.
Oh
God.
They getting in playoff.
I go half. I go half. It's a round trip.
all them Mopar super chats about to come and climb.
hey, I go half. It's a round trip. Is it a round trip?
So it's leaving Monday and come back Tuesday.
All right. Yeah, I'll go half. Just let me know.
Man, I wonder. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that's my remarks. Just no miscues.
All right, fellas. Anybody got anything else about this game?
Nah, man. I mean,
I'm gonna let them talk. I went with old dude. I like his stuff, man. I'm rolling with the experience stuff. That's really why I'm being Mr. Optimistic because them numbers don't lie at all. And if I'm to go off them numbers, bro, I might as well not even turn the TV on. Because it's gonna be a bloodbath. If we're gonna turn it on, Brady gonna be looking crazy. There's gonna be a broken tablet, all types of stuff. So I'm just gonna roll optimism here. Right now, the way we've played all year, they owe us this. They owe the whole franchise fan base a win and a good win at home. Beat somebody different, prove the analytics and numbers wrong, and get a win. You go out there and you do what you've been doing all year, which basically through a whole season of football. Yeah. It's what we're supposed to do. It's what we're supposed to do. then we're going home early, bro. We're going home early. We can start talking draft picks Monday night. We can start talking draft picks Monday night.
It's like you said. It's like this is your last home game of the season. Play like it, basically.
Come on, man. Every game that we've lost that we shouldn't have lost, Todd Bowles has said we're gonna eat it. It's gonna show who we are next week. And guess what? We did the same exact thing next week. Well, guess what?
Weather's gonna be good too.
The weather's good. Come on, man. You coming in with a team, and then not only that, you coming in with a team to start the season off. You actually embarrassed, pretty damn good. And that couldn't get no seams, no nothing. They couldn't do nothing at all. We was on them like white on rice. So guess what? We have the momentum. That team is coming in with a disgusting outing in the regular season, and then weeks before that, games before that. So yeah, I'm rolling optimism. Right. Get the win. Prove the numbers wrong. Let's go ahead out there to Philadelphia, bro. I'm not accepting nothing else. And I'm not accepting a field goal win. I want a win. Yeah. 17 points within the first quarter or half is what I'm looking for. We do that, we won the game.
And then just to add on real quick to everything Mopar said, I agree. We gotta avenge. Not for nothing, we gotta avenge the way we went out against the Rams last year, fam.
Oh yeah.
Like we got to. Like we can't forget about that. You know what I mean? We got to avenge that. We, like you said, we know what the stats is. We know the stats is the deck is stacked against us. We know that. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, just from the optimism, #optimism over observations. We just gonna roll with we're gonna come in this playoff thing and we're gonna take it over, man. Let's go. And like I said, if we don't succeed, like you said, we're not gonna get mad, we're not gonna get upset. We deal with it as how we deal as fans, but we move on. We get ready for the draft.
Long story short, I'm prepared for the worst already, bro. But I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah.
I'm prepared for it. The numbers has us already prepared for the worst.
Right.
Yeah.
So ain't no arguing, ain't no emotions Monday night, bro. We lose.
And Mopar,
I don't got nothing to say. Huh?
And Mopar, I want to see the Cowboys fans in the stands like they were when they lost to San Fran in that playoff game. I want to see that. I want to see. You remember that girl crying? That guy holding his girl. I want to see that.
Me and Bucko seen it in their own home when we demolished them week 1, bro. They had Michael Irvin on the screen, pumping and screaming. It was quiet as a mouse in them. Them boys was leaving at halftime. Mad.
Cowboys fans cannot take losses. They cannot.
That's all I got to say, man. That's all I got to say. So I ain't gonna butt in no more.
I just got boys on the next live, man. I'll holler at y'all, man.
I just want four quarters of execution. That's all that's what we're gonna need. Like I said, like we've discussed, based on the numbers and based on paper, I get what Mo Buck was saying. That Dallas should take care of business, but this is totally different. It's playoff ball. Everybody's 0-0. If we are the defense, but as from a pressure standpoint, like the topic was, I think, truthfully, defensive wise, I think the most pressure is on Todd Bowles. Like, I do think he should be able to dial up a good game plan and dial up some good blitzes and good coverages at times. So it's just a matter of like I said, your three main defensive linemen, can they have an impact from start to finish? Via, King Hicks, Nelson. Like those three, I'm expecting them to make a play. Carlton Davis as well. Like if he's gonna follow CD Lamb, because like I said, if he can follow him and hold him under like he did the first time with 2 catches or so and 11 targets, that's big.
Beat us with Ty. Beat us with Ty. Beat us with Gallup. Don't beat us with your main receiver.
Well, see, Gallup didn't play week 1, did he?
Nope. That's what I'm saying. It's a bunch of new faces, bro.
He's still at 100% right now.
Well, I don't want Gallup to make. I don't want Lamb or Gallup to have explosive plays. Like you said, let old man T.Y. Hilton try to beat us. But as far as that though, I just really expect the defense. Like I said, the more pressures on the defense, I think they'll rise. They should be capable. They're more than capable of rising to the occasion. But as I said, pressure wise, Todd Bowles, then Devin White.
Not to jump in. I got to jump in. My bad, y'all. I don't know if I missed it, but Levante David, him and the Dalton Schultz matchup. Y'all discussed that? Because y'all want, because that is a problem.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that's his assignment, bro. Dalton Schultz is his assignment. That's a problem. That's another receiver, man. That's another receiver.
I
bro.
don't remember how he did week 1.
I don't know if we talked about that, but that is a problem. We need to discuss that more later. But while he was talking about all the receivers and Gallup and T.Y., Dalton Schultz, bro, that's Levante David's assignment the whole game.
That is true. That is true.
I say for me is first quarter, you show the team that you're aggressive and you ready to ready to win. Like show them something that they never seen do all season long. Mm-hmm. Like you come in the game, first play of the game, go deep to Evans. Like show them that we come ready to play, we come ready to win.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep applying pressure to Dak, force him to make turnovers, and I say after that, man, well, basically it should play in our favor if everybody come ready to play.
There you go. Well, gentlemen, it's been great. Another good episode of Bucs versus Cowboys Monday Night Football playoff. Playoff feel all day long, man. It's all week. This playoff energy has been crazy because we all excited. It was close, and it took to the last second to the last week of the season to kind of solidify that. But we here, and my prediction video will probably be. Let me see what today is. Thursday. I'm sorry. I'll probably do a prediction video Sunday. I think it's about right. Yeah, Sunday will be right. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be games. Matter of fact, I might go live. I might go live on one of the games on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And we'll talk about it. Matter of fact, maybe an NFC game. Who play on Sunday? I'm not looking at it right now. I'm looking at the But
I think the Vikings play on Sunday.
Because if it's an NFC game, I can that's a future opponent.
Seahawks, San Francisco. Oh, that's okay, no, Seahawks, San Francisco, Saturday.
So it's Sunday.
Vikings,
New York.
Giants.
San Francisco got a bye week.
Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Giants in Minnesota.
So yeah, I might go live for that game. Just to kind of see what they got going on because possible.
They got a bye week, right? San Francisco got a bye week.
No, Philly.
They're number two. They're number 2. They play Saturday.
Yeah, Philly got the bye week.
So you'll know who the Vikings and the Giants will know who they're facing.
Man, air that thing out and get the 49ers up out of here, bro.
Right. But so yeah, I'll do my prediction video Monday. I'm sorry, Sunday. And we'll talk about my prediction. And as we break these areas down, Leftwich and offense, 18 points, and we talked about the defense. We talked about special teams. We got to talk tomorrow. I don't know. I might just take the day off tomorrow and think about another topic. If y'all got any interest of topics as far as this game, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And I will talk about it maybe Saturday. Yeah, I can't do it tomorrow. So Saturday will be the next video.
I feel like the only thing we can talk about is matchups. Like,
did you coaching?
I haven't done coaching yet.
That got to be your next one.
I'm gonna be real. I don't even know who I would take, to be honest.
I'm taking us. We're the ones.
No, I would take us, but I wouldn't because Mike McCarthy. If we win, Mike McCarthy done.
I'm going with the team. We have the recent success. Mike McCarthy. Until they show us, I get what his resume. That's his resume in Green Bay, not Dallas.
We could fire him Monday night. We could fire him.
I'll talk about the coaching then.
Coach N's probably the.
I mean, hell, Monday somebody could be
Coach N.
fired from both sides.
Yeah, we might see a coach fired this weekend.
This game has a lot on the line.
I don't think Todd wouldn't be fired if we lose this.
I'm saying a coach. Byron Leftwich.
Oh, Byron, gotcha. Byron,
yeah, a coach. A coach.
Yeah, I say coaching and key matchups.
Yeah, key matchups too. Like their DBs versus our wide receivers.
I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah, like I said, that Levante David and Dalton Schultz match.
Yeah, you can get into that one on that video.
Yeah, we ain't touch on that. That's a problem. No, that's another Travis Kelce type thing. No, that boy is a beast.
That is true.
That boy is a beast. I can't fake on him.
Well, we got our next video.
Let me know what you gonna do, Buccos. You got my number. Let me know what you gonna do.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, man. I'm thinking about it. I'll let you know something.
All right.
All right, gentlemen. See y'all Saturday.
All right. Bet.
See.
There you go, folks. How much pressure on the Bucs defense? Is it coaching? Is it players? Is it a combination of both? Is it situational football? What is it when it comes to the defense? It remains to be seen, right? Going into the game. Shouts out to all the Power C bandits. Thank you for joining. Fire those cannons. Seize the day. Raise the flag. Hashtag no risk it, no biscuit. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag stay humble. Hashtag trenches matter. Hashtag what did your eyes tell you? Hashtag probability versus possibility. Hashtag don't get mad at me. I don't play the game. I just talk about it. That's all I do. You know, I talk about it with y'all. Hashtag walking the plank. Hashtag fire the cannons. Hashtag why the Bucs got the fan base in this situation. And hashtag Super Bowl of bust. It is what it is. I'm out. See y'all Saturday.